Hello and welcome to my stream. Tonight we'll be back to the games in here, right? Because it's been forever. I think it's been almost 2 months, I guess. But yeah, I decided to go back to Golden Sun even though I'm stuck in here. Because this is for you, YouTube person. Like, there was one person on my YouTube channel that commented and asked me, like, when is the next Golden Sun part? And then I was like, man, I don't know. I don't know when I'm streaming again or like when I'm bringing Golden Sun in particular. So even though it's been a struggle to both return to stream because the longer it was taking or like the more time I was giving it, the harder it was for me to actually return. And also, even though the game has been very frustrating because it's been very hard, and it's funny to say that because the other day Gabriel was like telling me on Discord that this game takes like, I don't know, 15 or 16 hours for people to normally beat it in their first playthrough. And then I'm like, really? I understand that um, I do take more time than normal than like regular people, but it's been more hard than what I was expecting for sure. Like, this game has some mechanics that I don't know, it's been very complicated to crack that up, right? If you have been watching this playthrough, you'll know that. So yeah, this game has been frustrating, but I will try to remember where I stopped, but I know that I'm still trying to reach the top of the second lighthouse and then looking for Jenna and Saturos and Menardi and the villains, and also we have to find the kidnapped person, which was Shiba. But then the puzzles, yeah, the puzzles, right? Although I gotta say that last stream, I found a Psy Energy item or like an accessory that was kinda easy to find, but somehow I skipped that location or that spot to use reveal. And then I got stuck for longer for sure, and then I started overthinking. Anyway, it was like a wild ride. But even after getting that item, I got myself stuck again. So today I'll need to both remember how to play this game and also how to stream. I hope everything is alright. I haven't really messed much with the settings, hoping that things are still right. But yes, I'll need to remember how to stream, how to play this game, and then hope that I can get myself out of being stuck, right? But yeah, unfortunately, all of the games I was playing before this break, they have been somewhat at a slower rate. They haven't been very, let's say, very pumping, right? Like, this game got myself stuck. Roller Coaster Tycoon, I have been in a very long level that I need to be building 10 hard to build coasters. And then Sable has been also very chill, very slow going. It's understandable because it is like an open world game, but maybe I was hoping for a little bit more of action in there, especially because there is no fight, it's not like an action game. So once I got to my break, that was very necessary, to be honest. It was very hard to go back. But then this week, I was feeling like, man, I want to play more games. And I did buy some games to my Switch, but the games I bought, they were all multiplayer games, basically. And as I didn't want to buy more games for the Switch, I was like, man, but I want to play more games. And I was like, you know what? I gotta go back to streaming. I gotta finish these games I have started, and then I'll be able to play some fresher games and maybe something more energetic or something that could be more pumping. Something that could lift me up more than these games that I'm playing. But let's see. Who knows? Maybe there will be plot twists in Golden Sun, and then maybe once I get through the second lighthouse that's annoying AF, I can finally progress in a better rate or something. But yeah, hopefully we'll find those answers eventually. I will try to be back to stream, but it's not a guarantee because also during this break I realized that streaming is not really my priority. But as I felt like going back to these games, and also especially like trying to finish them to start new ones, then I'll see how it goes, and hopefully everything goes well. So let's go back to Golden Sun, and then I'll need to remember everything, right? So I do remember getting a Psy Energy that was something that helped me to move blocks, but then I don't remember its name. The tunnel ruins was the last save spot? Which tunnels are we talking about? Oh, okay, so that's how this place is called? Oh yeah, I remember that now we can change those panels, like those floor panels somehow. And I'm still trying to understand what do they mean. I think they are kind of like a map, but then identifying the places or the spots or the locations in the real world is complicated. I'm not sure if I follow that. But sure. Even though it might take more time, and I was kinda exhausted after getting stuck on this game, we will eventually figure it out, I hope. But maybe thanks to this break, I wonder if this game, maybe I will be exaggerating, right? But I wonder if this game will be longer than Digimon World, which was like one of the longest games I have played, especially regarding RPGs. Because yeah, Roller Coaster Tycoon, I still think it is like the longest one. Which, by the way, I gotta remind myself to update the trivia. Yeah, it's been forever since I last updated the channel's trivia, right? Yes, after the stream I will, I don't know, write down a message, like on a notepad or something, to remind myself to do that eventually. I forgot about that completely. Yeah, let me see my Psy Energies, how can I do that? There are the genies too, right? Gabriel's favorite thing about this game. Is it in status? No, that's for me to see the abilities. It is in here. The new thing I got was that one. Carry. Lift and move light objects. For some reason as well, Mia got that, but it's because of the item. I tried carrying this tower, but I couldn't, right? Let me reread this statue's message as well. It's something about the statue's feet, I think. So basically there is something that could be happening in either the lighthouses or this Babi's lighthouse underground area that I have been trying to get as well. The statue speaks to Isaac's soul. You who seek to climb Venus' lighthouse, the lady knows your desires. Here your path shall not be opened. But then I probably explored in the other lighthouse too, right? Although they are being straightforward, like, you won't progress in here. I do remember the room above me too, but I don't remember checking it anymore. So I'm not sure if it is any different after I activated the floor panels in the previous room. Maybe they are, maybe they are not. But there is only a way to know that for sure. Oh, I still cannot make that jump, right? Yes, I need to move this one tile down too. Like that. So is this room any different? It is not. Or wait a second, maybe it is actually. Okay. So, this is new. Are we going to flood the place? Wait, what? What was that for? It shows the water symbol, but... I still don't have a fire strategy to use, but I can try using douse. It actually worked! Holy shit, let's go! Okay. We are finally making some progress in here. And then we found a goddess. Because she's holding like a tree branch, maybe I should be using growth? Or can I read her mind? No. Honestly... Wait, should I be using... Where is it? Ply? Who has Ply now? No one? Right here. No, I can't use that in the overworld, or actually in the dungeon, so it's not the answer. Maybe I can try moving it? This is a Chimera Mage, so probably it has resistance to magic powers, right? Yes. So I should be using physical. That's just a guess, by the way, but... Oh, thank goodness it's weak. Maybe it's not really its weaknesses, or its weakness, but it is what I would try first. But it wasn't too strong, so that's fine. Lift. No. Maybe move? Also no. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Maybe I need to change something else first. What about this now? Well, I guess they want me to use douse again. And... I mean, there is a path to follow on the floor, but I don't understand what the result would be like after I do what they are asking me to do, you know? But sure, I don't know why am I doing this, but sure. Maybe once I finish it, then I see the result, or I get an idea. I'm thinking about using... Wait, do I actually have something like that? I do, I have frost, right? I'm thinking about using frost as well. Maybe I can freeze that water right there. Yeah, what would be the point of doing that? It didn't change anything in my opinion. But sure, can I freeze that water? Oh my god! Okay, I was thinking about freezing the water but not seeing that result. Great, there we go. Okay, this was super great. And finally the progression is happening. Maybe after this long, maybe this whole break, like of a month, or maybe almost 2 months, I'm not sure how long it took, but maybe something between 1 or 2 months, was what I needed to do stuff in this game. Jesus. Although to be, oh my god, what the heck? Although to be fair, all I needed to do was to go to the room to the south, right? And then last stream I didn't have time to do that, so I haven't checked it out. And then as I did that today, then that's the way to go. But finally this is working out. I was worried of like being frustrated without seeing any new results. I'm guessing I need to move them in an order, but then who knows the order, right? And yeah, that door is slightly closed. Was there a puzzle in this dungeon with colors? I kinda have the feeling there was one. I don't have anything like that on my notes, right? I doubt it. Yeah, I got no notes about colors, so let's move them and then see what happens. But there is probably an order that I'm not sure of, right? I'm now thinking and making a connection to another game. Are those statues supposed to be like a representation of Goddess Venus or something? Because this is the Venus Lighthouse? Because if it is a representation of Goddess Venus, then shout out to Bug Fables, right? Fantastic game. Oh wait, I went too far with that one? I'm so happy this is kinda progressing. Yeah, it wouldn't be that simple. I think I'll need to return here once I know the colors. But then... Also, by the way, I'm forgetting to use reveal. Because maybe reveal could also, you know, be more important. Is there anything on the panels with reveal? No. Okay, so probably the answer to this is elsewhere, right? Also, hi Pilot, what's up, man? Closing in on 6.5 years, that is true, dude. Which, by the way, good call. Happy 6 years stream anniversary of this channel. It happened when I was on my break, right? But how's it going, man? I'm finally making progress on this game, dude. Thank goodness. I was thinking, oh yes, I'll be back, but then I'll be stuck for the whole stream, frustrated and crying and sad. No, there we go. We are solving puzzles finally. So I'm kinda remotivated again to play this. But honestly, part of me kinda wants to finish it. But sure, now I'm kinda happy that... maybe all I need is for this dungeon to finish, because I have been on this dungeon for like an eternity, and it's been like super frustrating. But yes, I hope I'm getting there. But how's it going, man? Wait, yeah, 5.5 years. Yeah, the channel is 6 years old or a little bit more than that. Which is true, you took some time to find my channel, right? I can't math right now, it seems. Oh, dude, don't worry, I can't math anymore anytime, so... Glad you're back. I'm trying though. I'm not like 100%, but I was also coming to conclusion that the longer it was taking for me to return to stream, the harder it was failing. And suddenly this weekend, I kind of had, I don't know, a mental breakdown or meltdown, I'm not sure how to say that. And then I was super thoughtful about things. I got to some important conclusions as well. One of those conclusions is kinda sad to say though, but it is that streaming is not a priority to me, hence why I was able to like be for this long without streaming. But then, after settling down my ideas and my thoughts this weekend, I felt a lot of desire to play games. And then I did buy some games on my Switch recently, but I bought multiplayer games in there that I'm kinda waiting to meet some friends to be playing with them. But I was only with Xenoblade Chronicles, by the way, Pilot. It's the only single-player game or at least I should say, single-player focused game that I have on my Switch right now, because the rest is like Mario Kart 8, Smash Brothers, then I got Overcooked, Moving Out, and also Heave Who. On this last sale that they are having right now for like indie games. And then I was like, man, I wanna play something single player, you know? But I don't want to buy anything else for the moment because I spent money buying the multiplayer games. And then I was like, you know what? I gotta go back to streaming then, because then I'll be able to play more games. I have more games on my PC too. And I just need to finish the games that I'm playing right now to start something fresher, something that could make me more pumped too. And that was like the ignition that I needed to like try to stream again, because I wanted to play more games. So while I'm on this like feeling or on this drive to play more games, then I'll be streaming. But if I need to, I don't know, stop everything in here to take care of my real life, or like to take care of my own health too, my mental health too, or anything that's going on with me, then I will need to have those breaks again, you know? But yeah, my biggest reason to return was basically because I wanted to play more games, and I also would need to finish these that I'm playing right now, right? But like I was saying, thank goodness I'm now progressing on this game. I was stuck for so long. But yeah, basically that's what has been going on for me to return. Streaming is nice, but can also feel like a chore. Yeah, it can feel a little bit like a chore, man. I did have some situations in my real life, like, for those that have been following my previous streams, you might know that. But it was not only that, there were other things happening too, some even connected to streaming and to the channel, that I needed to take some more time as well to like, you know, take my time, rest a little bit. And now that I really felt more like playing the games again, or playing more games, then I could return. That's why I was also saying that I was not 100%, but thank goodness now that it's been almost... Oh man, it's been only half an hour, it feels like an hour has passed by to me already. Now in these 30 minutes of stream today, I kind of felt... I don't know, I kind of remembered, you know, how does it feel to be here, to be streaming, to be chatting, to be playing. And that's kind of giving me more energy, because I was very low on energy to return. Glad you're back with a focus on health. Oh, that's for sure, man, that's for sure. Sometimes it can feel like a chore, sometimes it can feel like it drains your energy too, right? Sometimes you don't really want to be too focused on either the games you're playing or even on the community, like on the people that stop by to talk to. Sometimes you just need to go back to your own life and try to sort things out, especially in case you are going through some difficult moments. And that's what I was going through. But I gotta tell you something though. Even though like these 2 last months were kind of complicated to me. At the same time, like, let's say March, right? March had this situation with me that I was fighting a friend, but on the other hand, I was developing a friendship with another friend. And the moments I had with this new friend were like amazing, like were super super good to balance things out. So even though I was, let's say, going through some hardships, there were great things happening too in the same month, right? And it was kind of weird to deal with both things. But I really had to take my time to like reorganize my life, know that now things will be different, understand as well what was streaming to me and everything, and now I know for sure that this is just like something extra that I do when I can and when I feel like doing it. It's not like a priority. And then once I kind of also released some of that pressure over my shoulders, then, you know, I'm feeling a little bit better about doing this, together with the desire to play more games. And at the moment, my games are on my computer, so why not stream again, right? So basically that's a summary of some of my conclusions, right, from these days. Gotta tell you this too, Pilot. I haven't been very active on Twitch, neither streaming myself or even watching streams, but that day I decided to stop by your channel, and that day also helped me to cheer me up to somewhat come back to stream, right? Because the game we were playing was amazing. I really liked that. It was kind of creative with that mechanic of multi-targeting, right? In the battles and fighting 100 fish. Can't wait for the final boss with 1,000, be ready for that. But at the same time, I gotta tell you too that I probably won't be too active on Twitch still, right? Like I was saying, I kinda wanna as well focus more on my real life and the things that are happening in my real life, that I have been more tired as well. For example, this might be a somewhat 3 hours longish stream, and then I'll be watching the TV show that's almost finishing tomorrow. It's the end of Big Brother Brazil, and then at the time I'll be already kinda super tired, and then I will go to bed and sleep, and then tomorrow there is Pilates, probably I'll be walking around the city too, probably playing some Pokemon Go or stuff. So I have been more tired, kinda more busy and active, and not really focused too much on Twitch itself. So I gotta tell you that maybe sometimes I will stop by and then watch what you're doing and stuff, but don't like grow on expectations for me to be there that much and everything, you know? Although you did say to me that you were planning to start my RPG, let me know when that happens for sure. I will try to fit in that schedule. But one of the things that was actually draining me a little before this break was this situation of like, oh yeah, I may not be feeling like doing this too much or being on Twitch that much, but I gotta still be, you know, giving too much attention on my streams and then giving too much attention outside of my streams, and then that was kind of bugging me a little too. But that day on your stream, it was amazing, and I'm glad that I stopped by there for sure. I totally get it, man. I appreciate that, man. I'm being straight honest to you, because sometimes, you know, there is a lot of things going on and then I'm not really feeling like doing some of those things, but people do have those expectations on me, and then I'm like, man, I don't want to do it, you know? Hi, Subber, what's up, man? Good to see you. I was just updating Pilot on everything that has been going on. Also, Subaru, thank you for being patient. Out of the people that talked to me in this meantime, you were one of the people that were the most patient regarding this situation of like, take your time, return when you feel like. I really appreciate that, man. I really needed to have this break because I was kind of going through things in real life, but also regarding the channel and everything. But I really felt like playing more games, so here I am. I hope you have been doing alright, Subaru. By the way, Subaru, we are progressing in here, man. 30 minutes on, and we are progressing on this freaking Lighthouse. Thank goodness, because I do want to finish this. I'm only planning to stream 1 or 2 times per week, and generally 1.5 to 3 hours per stream. As the weather gets nice, Twitch is less of a priority I agree with you, man. Yeah, my focus is my real life. I still have a lot to work on my real life, to be honest, especially after my attempts to like be part of groups of friends and stuff. But thank goodness now things are somewhat more promising, but it's still in the beginning, so I still want to really dedicate my energy, my time into those promising new connections that I'm developing, and then hoping I can have some more stability with my friends, and then also be more active, doing more things like being called out to go to like other places, you know, to go on some adventures, to play more video games in real life as well, or like, you know, just go play Pokemon Go, which has been something I have been doing a lot as well. So as I have been focusing on that too, streaming kind of has a spot, but it's not my priority, like I said, or it doesn't get as much important as my other things. And then I had to accept that, and now I'm feeling like streaming again, but without the pressure of like having a very straightforward or like a very strict commitment to this. No, I just wanna have fun, enjoy the games, chat to whoever stops by, and then that's it, you know, without like something very, I don't know, very even professional like. Not that we have been having something very professional like in here, but you know, without some of that pressure. Also, hey Gabriel, what's up, man? I'm lurking around with speed but no sound. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but I think that's somewhat reference to Sonic. If Bookmark were here, she could help me with the lyrics. And then something escaped from the city. Anyway, I read that with that song on mind. I was very happy that you stopped by as well. I noticed that, man. I really appreciate that. Once Fantasian is done and I start Super Mario RPG, it will be one stream per week, likely on Mondays, like Mario Monday sounds very good. Speaking on Mario, I have been playing Super Mario 3D Land, I forgot to mention that one. It's such a good game. Actually, I said Land, wait a second. Super Mario 3D Land, I have been playing that too, but on my 3DS, right? It was a game that I had since I got my 3DS. I have been playing that again after the Mario movie. Have you guys watched the Mario movie? After I finished watching that movie, I was like, man, I wanna play Mario games. So I returned to Super Mario 3D Land on my 3DS. And now I'm getting the coins from the levels, like the special coins, that are very challenging, especially in the last levels of the game. But I'm doing a good job, I'm almost getting all of them. But I was going to say Super Mario 3D World, that's the one on the Switch, right? I got that game as well on a sale that happened. I have been playing that with one of the new friends I have been focusing on. And it's such a good game, like it's super fun. Fantastic, I'm so happy to be playing that too. But it's another multiplayer game, so my Switch doesn't have like a great amount of single player games. And I still haven't decided to really subscribe myself to the Switch online feature service, so I don't have the classic SNS games or NES games or Game Boy games. In there I could find more single player games too. But yeah, I'm loving those multiplayer games when I have the chance to play them. Also, hi Digita, welcome, what's up, man? Digita, I'm progressing on this game finally. Let's not jinx it though, right? I need to be careful, because what if in the next room I'm stuck again? That could be happening, and then that will be very sad though. But I'm very happy to finally be finding new stuff in here. But how's it going? Good to see you here. Sorry for the long wait for me to continue playing this game, right? But there was a whole situation in my life, and then I had to take a big break. I was even telling Pilot and the others about that right now. I'm not sure if you followed the conversation. But yes, good that I'm progressing here, because what a hard game to find the puzzles, to solve the puzzles and everything. Yes, I was stuck now on this, right? But I think I need to backtrack to find a certain order about those statues, to place them on the center of this room. So even though I did progress, now I need to backtrack to find what I'm missing. But that's fine. We are on the tracks, right? We are on the tracks again. Subaru said, welcome back. Are we progressing in Golden Sun? That's impossible. I know, right, Subaru? Maybe all I needed to do was really to take this break, because God Jesus, there we go. 3D World is amazing. I'm loving it. I'm loving it more than what I thought. Pilot is redeeming the party background. Yo, glad to hear it. Thank you so much, man. I was even saying when I really started the stream that one of the reasons why I also felt like returning was for this random person on YouTube that was like, I love this game. When is the next part? I'm like, holy shit, there are people really following this game even on YouTube. So I was like, okay, maybe I should push myself a little bit harder for me to go back to Golden Sun and also to the other games, right? The main reason was because I really wanted to play more games, but I also gotta finish these games that I have started. But, you know, those little things also added up for me to return, like the person on YouTube, then Pilot streamed the other day, and then this feeling of like playing more games. The party background goes well with the colorful statues. Also, by the way, speaking on the background, I think you guys haven't noticed. Speaking on Mario 3D World as well, I got a new Mario poster right there because I adventured myself to the far, far lands of Rio de Janeiro. It was like the farthest place I have ever been in Rio, and I took like 3 hours to get there. That's how big Rio is, right? By taking public transportation. If I had my own car or like if I could take a ride, then it would be faster. But I took 3 hours by taking the bus, the subway, and another bus type that's like I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's a bus that has its own street or road to travel, and it only stops at right spots. It's like a subway on the surface, you know, but it's a bus actually. Anyway, I took those transportation devices just to go meet Nintendo in Rio de Janeiro. It was the first time ever I have been to a Nintendo, like an official Nintendo anything. And then in there I was like, hey, I came here from like that city on the other side of the bay just to appreciate whatever you're doing here and to take the gifts and the prizes you have, right? Like the souvenirs. So I want everything. And then they gave me the poster, the Super Mario poster. It is in Portuguese. Right there, it says Todo dia é dia do Mario, because they were celebrating the day of Mario, right? Which was March 13th, if I'm not mistaken. Thankfully, that event in the shopping mall, like super far away, lasts for a whole month, or almost a whole month. So I did have time to organize myself and go there. But I was traveling for 6 hours in total just to go there to play a little bit of Switch games. I played Super Mario Odyssey in there and get the poster, but also get those 3 tiaras right there. Princess Peach's crown, the Mario tiara, I can't point to it, and the one on top of Yoshi's head that I can't point, that's Luigi's. Yes, I cannot point, but I hope you could see that. And yeah, those tiaras will become channel redemptions in here soon. They should have been already, but I forgot to set that up, right? But you guys will be able to redeem them, and then I could wear them while I'm playing the games. So I have to make those 6 hours of traveling or commuting worth, right? But yeah, that was my adventure that I lived. There were some pictures I posted on Discord the other day or the day I went there. It was amazing, and spoilers alert, in 2 months, because in June, I will be commuting 3 hours again now that I learned how to get to that freaking spot or neighborhood in Rio that's super far away to go to a Pixar event. Yeah, I bought the tickets because it looked amazing. I'm going to go to the Pixar, the animation studio event. They are going to have like themed rooms that will have like the Toy Story characters at like life-sized miniatures and objects and references, and then the ambience will look like, I don't know, Andy's room. And then you're also going to have many movies, right? There is also Inside Out, Finding Nemo, Up, And Cars, although Cars we can skip that room maybe. They are going to have Soul as well. And I was hoping for Wall-E because Wall-E is my favorite Pixar movie, but unfortunately it is not confirmed yet. But anyway, yeah, I'll need to return to that neighborhood in 2 months for the Pixar event. And then I hope I can take some good pictures of that too. I'm not sure if they'll have any souvenirs, maybe not, but maybe they are going to sell something. If it is for a good price, I could try buying that. But I'm excited for that too. It's going to be annoying to be taking the trip uh, to such a far away place and kinda not really dangerous, but I did feel a little bit uncomfortable in one of those buses. But thank goodness nothing really happened to me, right? But I need to be careful because it could be dangerous as well. Have you seen Nintendo ruining a man's life until he dies? And then now he's forced to pay 30% of his salary or profit per month until quitting a billionaire debt with Nintendo? Haven't heard about that though. What I heard was that Nintendo is after whoever leaked. What was the game again? Oh yeah, whoever leaked the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom's art book. Yeah, Nintendo is like hunting that person. And they are like probably going to find this person and then sue them, right? I heard the news that Nintendo is after whoever leaked the Tears of the Kingdom art book. Yeah, damn Nintendo layers. Actually, lawyers, right? Sorry for the English, by the way, because it's been forever since I spoke in English, right? The Nintendo lawyers are as strong as the company. True, once they hire their detectives and then the lawyers, they do find what they're looking for, right? So I can say already in advance, RIP for whoever leaked Tears of the Kingdom art book, which is coming up soon. Oh, it was March 10th? Oh yeah, that is correct, it's not 13th, right? That is right. Entirely because Mar 10 looks like Mario. Did you all watch the Mario movie? It was amazing. I need to watch it in the original language though. Or like in English, right? I mean, the original is probably Japanese. That's a good question. How is the Japanese dubbing of that movie, right? But I watched it dubbed in Portuguese, and it was super fun in Portuguese. I think I need to figure a way to get to that side of the room as well. You know something that I need to remember that I totally forgot how to do it? I need to remember how can I swap the activated panels on this one next room. This one. Yeah, I need to remember how did we activate those floor panels, right? That's some amazing stuff. Yes, it's going to be another adventure to reach the shopping mall in Rio. And then again, I hope nothing happens to me regarding my safety. Like I don't get robbed or anything. But the pictures from this Pixar event, they look amazing. The comedy is that the person they sued is named David Bowser. Wait, isn't... Oh, Doug Bowser is the guy from Nintendo, right? It's not David. He made several hacks for the Switch to emulate older titles like Game Boy. Oh, wait a minute, I have heard of that. Wasn't Microsoft also helping that out? I heard something about Microsoft helping Nintendo to find whoever has been hacking maybe not only the Switch but also, you know, some Xbox consoles. Because there is this one thing about Microsoft that I think they are a little bit more open-minded for like people to kinda mess with their consoles. Of course, under a certain limit, right? They have a limitation of like you can go up to this point, not beyond that point. But they decided to kinda help Nintendo because now that they are partnering up with Nintendo more often, They don't want Nintendo to think that Microsoft supports hacking and mods and, emulation and stuff. Oh yeah, the thing I was saying was emulation, I think. I think Microsoft is more open-minded towards emulation. And some people do emulate things on their consoles and then they don't mind it. But Nintendo is kinda strict and angry about that topic, right? So Microsoft has been helping Nintendo to kinda solve that as well, so they don't create a conflict between the two companies. I have heard something around those lines. You did see the Mario movie, it wasn't for me. Were you a big Mario fan, Pilot? Because I do understand that though. I thought that the Mario movie was more to the children, or if you are a crazy Mario fan. If you are just, I don't know, a person that doesn't care much for Mario games, or you know the critics as well, like they have been giving the Mario movie very low scores. It's because of that. It's because the movie has it has many problems towards the script, like the storytelling as well. It's kinda lacking on explanation and character development. It has many flaws on that matter. It's also a very basic plot, just like any Mario game. But what enriches the movie are the references that maybe some people got annoyed by them, like the crazy amount of Easter eggs. It didn't bother me though. I understand some were unnecessary, but it was not a big deal to me personally. But yes, I love the graphics. I think watching that in 3D was the best decision I have done to myself, because my eyes could not blink on the beauties of colors and animations as well that were happening on the screen right in front of me. And the music, like the soundtrack, when the soundtrack was like giving me a grasp of like a familiar soundtrack for all sorts of Super Mario games. Yeah, it was very, very good. But then the plot itself, the storytelling, the script, they were, very, very basic. Just like some movies by Imagination Studios, wasn't it? I didn't watch myself many Minions movies or anything that they have worked on before, but I heard people saying that it was kinda expected, because that's how the humor is in those movies, or that's how the story goes in those movies, in the Minions and everything. Or Despicable Me, I think that's the other movie too, if I'm not mistaken. Does anyone remember how did I change those panels right there? Maybe I need to go back to the other Lighthouse, right? Because I think I cannot move this tower. That's something that I think I still remember. Even with my new Psy-Energy, which is scary. Yeah, it is just a map. But I'll need to backtrack to remember how did I activate that. Nintendo also copyright stroked several YouTubers that mod their games. Like Breath of the World. Breath of the World? Do you mean... Wait, do you mean Breath... I almost said Breath of Fire. No, that's not it. Breath of the Wild, right? Zelda Breath of the Wild, maybe? And Pokemon. Oh, in Pokemon, it happens all the time, right? No, regarding Nintendo banning or suing people that worked on Pokemon hacks and stuff, that happens every time. But I would say that the Pokemon company is also working on that, right? I think it is not Nintendo themselves. You're on mobile, so your phone is trying to fix your typing for the worse with autocomplete. That's okay though. Pilot does like the Mario games, but didn't like the movie. The Mario games are amazing for their gameplay, but it has weak narrative and no actual characterization. Regarding that matter, I agree. A movie needs a decent plot and characterization, and it feels like they just created a basic plot to move us from the set piece to set piece as quickly as possible, more focused on nostalgia and recognizing visual elements than making a good movie. But then here comes the question, Pilot. What is your opinion regarding, let's say, the ability of the movie to recreate a gameplay of Mario games. What is your opinion on that? I'm not asking you if the movie is good or bad. I'm asking you if the Mario movie was able or not to recreate the feeling of playing a video game. Regarding that, I think from the movies I have watched, or at least the movies based on video games, regarding that, I think the Mario movie was the best in my opinion, regarding giving you the feeling of playing a game again. And kinda also fitting that somewhat in what they were saying or doing, like in the plot. But the plot indeed is like lame, it's basic, it's like there isn't much in there that's any surprising, mind-blowing, or it doesn't add much to your life or change your life in any ways. But I think they knew that. I think what they were really looking for was to recreate the feeling of playing a Mario game. Hence why I said earlier, after I finished that movie, I was craving to play a Mario game like crazy. And I have been playing the Super Mario 3D World with that friend when I meet him. But I was like, now that I can't meet him, what am I playing? And then I went back to my 3DS to play Super Mario 3D Land in there. Because I was crazy to play Mario again. Because in my opinion, the movie did recreate the feeling of playing a game. Even though if it doesn't look exactly like a very good movie, like you said, with the problems you said, that I agree. Mario movie was like Ready Player One, references galore, poor plot. Have you guys read the Ready Player One book? Because I read that book, I actually ate that book very, like, fast. I devoured it. On how much I liked it. But then regarding the movie wasn't very exciting to me. I think I had higher expectations on the movie. I also took forever to watch it, to be honest. The movie was just okay to me, although it did a very good adaptation of the story of the book. But maybe it is what you guys are saying, right? Some things they are, of course, better in a certain media than others. For example, the Ready Player One book was amazing in my opinion, but the movie was so-so-ish. Then Mario games are great, but the movie was, not as great either. Some things work in better ways than others. But in my opinion, even though the movie was with a boring plot, I still had fun because of the references, the music, and the graphical visuals. But of course, I do understand if it is not pleasing every single person, because yeah, there are big flaws in there. There could have been more balance. And something that did bug me though, and I also watched some other people's reviews about the movie and it bugged them too, the 80s soundtrack. Yeah, the 80s soundtrack was my biggest problem in that movie. I understand why they did that, but honestly, it was super unnecessary in my opinion. It kinda broke the feeling, or like it kinda interrupted the nostalgia trip that I was having. Every time there was an 80s soundtrack being played, especially of overloaded or like over-repeated songs. Like I Need a Hero, Take On Me, fantastic songs, but they were not really fitting the movie very well in my opinion. But still enjoyable. I did enjoy the movie too, but for the nostalgia, basically. Subway saying, I don't remember how I activated that floor panel, me neither, man, but we'll find that again, I hope. Because I'm not controlling it, for me, it did not capture that magic. Yeah, then it would be impossible, right, for you to be controlling it. But to me, I was surprised by their creativity to attempt recreating that at least. It is not the same feeling, of course, but because they were also showing us, and also talking about it, showing us like how hard it is for you to beat a level in your first try, and then you need to die and try again, and then you keep on trying until you finally beat those levels. How they were pretty much bringing that, which is something that happens to all us gamers when we play video games, to the movie itself, that hit a spot in me, right? I was like, yes, I can relate to what they are doing or what they are showing. which is like, oh yeah, this level is impossible, and then suddenly, oh look, we finally did it. That's what I'm talking about. It was a rare moment in like movies that come from video games that I don't think I have seen before. I think this Mario movie did at least try to stay connected to the video game idea, right? While some other video game based movies, they go completely out of that, because they do try to look like a movie. While this one, Mario movie, it could have looked closer to a movie, especially on the plot, if they refined that better or more. Or if they, you know, if they have adjust the movie a little bit more. But I think they didn't want to do that. They just wanted to reference video games, basically, in all sorts of ways, in gameplay ways, in Easter eggs, all everywhere, in the soundtrack. You were amused that he never actually beat the level in that scene? Wait, did he not? You know what? Maybe he did. No, he did, right? I mean, now you got me, but I could think, or I was thinking, he did beat that level. The Twin Peaks. I cannot read that attack without thinking on Twin Peaks. Which I wonder, when am I going back to that show? Because I surely should. By the way, Subaru, I did see that, but I mean, I did see you talking about it, but I still kinda didn't check it myself. What was the thing you posted today on Discord about the puzzle sale on Steam? Is there anything for us to redeem there, or like to claim in there that's free? It was something about a puzzle in your profile or something? I did, or at least I should say I was going to check that out, but then I kinda got distracted by setting the stream up and also eating my dinner. Oh, by the way, I forgot about this. What is a return of this channel without food, right? So, let me show you my last or latest addiction towards food that has been filling me with joy. It is a banana cake. Look at that beauty right there. Yeah, I now found this cake on the bakery in the corner of my house. And this is like the third time in this week that I'm buying this banana cake, because it's been making me so much happier. And I'm getting addicted to this shit. Not to mention that it does have a good value, like a good price, in comparison to the other cakes they sell there. But this is the best, because fruit cakes are so good in my opinion. So yeah, today's dish of this returning is this banana cake that I'm crazy addicted to. Probably I'll be buying that even more. I should stop though, because this is sugar, right? But at least at least this week I allowed myself to be happy. And then maybe I should take some more breaks in between the days I'm buying that, right? Not sure how common is a banana cake in other countries, but two cakes that I love so much are the banana cake and the apple cake. And also they have in there the orange cake, which is amazing. Oh yeah, and then the pineapple. Pineapple cake is also fantastic, especially when it has the pineapple slices on top of it, caramelized. It's so good. But as this one has been in the bakery more often, like when I go there, that's the one I see and find, and then it has a good value or price. That's the one that I'm getting. If they had a pineapple cake like this one, maybe I would go for the pineapple cake too. So he did not win in that level, like finish that level. He spent the entire night losing until Peach just decided, screw it, you can come along even having not gotten through. Oh, you know what? That is correct. I was somewhat thinking he could have cleared that level in the off-screen, but that makes sense. I do remember that dialogue. So we're saying there is a background that has a puzzle theme. Oh, I see, so it's free to claim that? interesting that you just need to, I don't know, just to get it. There is no, I don't know, activity for you to be doing, because sometimes when Steam gives away something like that, you gotta either check on your discovery list of games, or I don't know, find some secrets on the pages or on the game pages. There is no activity this time. Sabri is saying if there is one, then the link he used to claim it, it goes straight to the reward. Okay, maybe there isn't then. It's just uncommon in my opinion. I still laugh at Golden Sun is a yes, I was mentioning that earlier too, right? How people said on that one website with sound now. I see that because now Twitch has this thing about showing a muted username on your chat and then someone that's actually listening to you. Yeah, there we go. Now I see the Prime badge, but not the speaker with an X, right? Of like no sound. Wait, so he was not hearing anything I was saying, right? But I did mention that earlier, that there was that one, I don't know, website that was listing some fast to beat classic RPGs and stuff, and then Golden Sun was there. But to be fair, one of the biggest reasons why we are stuck in here was my bad, right? This has still been challenging though, don't get me wrong, this dungeon has been a nightmare. But not finding that secret room that I needed to use reveal in an early room in the dungeon, not seeing that or not figuring that out felt sad, because it was not too hard. And then I was overthinking, I was overlooking, until I finally did the obvious, or let's say something that was like more obvious. But then now that I have the Psy Energy, I'm still struggling to understand what else, right? But we found another puzzle with the colored statues. And I kinda do think we stopped by another room that had colors. But I did not take notes for that, because I wasn't thinking that could have been a, I don't know, a hint for anything. Overthinking and overlooking, that's me on LEGO games. Speaking on LEGO games, I was mentioning how I bought some multiplayer games on my Switch, right? On the sale they are having right now. I almost bought the Harry Potter collection of LEGO games. It goes from years 1 to 4 in one game and 5 to 7 in the second game. It was for a very good price. And then I was thinking, man, it feels like 7 games in one. But I actually think it's only 2 games, but the games go from all of those books, right? I almost bought that, but then I decided to buy the multiplayer games. Another game that I also almost bought on the Switch was Spiritfarer. But then I kinda gave up on that because I think that Spiritfarer would be a better game for me to stream at some point. But Spiritfarer also had a very good price on the Switch. Which LEGO games are you talking about, Gabriel? Is there one in particular that you overlook and overthink more than others? Is this the way out? Oh yeah, by the way, old PC is back. Yeah, old PC is back, it's now different, it's formatted, and it has an SSD, so it's faster. Maybe, oh my god, I returned here. You know what? Where is this? There it is. Maybe that's better. Oh, there we go. That's the way. Yeah, old PC is back. And then I hope it doesn't break down again, right? Oh, Harry Potter was one of them. The Marvel ones too. I have a question. I mean, maybe you guys don't know that, but it's something I was talking to one of the friends of Pokemon Go this weekend, right? Because he was in the event with a Harry Potter themed bag. And then I was noticing that, oh, that's a nice Harry Potter bag. And then I kind of brought up this same talk about, I almost bought the Lego Harry Potter games and stuff. I brought up that topic with him. And he said something about, I have only played the Harry Potter PlayStation game. And then I was curious, was the Harry Potter PlayStation game the same as the PC game? Because I was assuming that. Back in the day, like back in the old and golden PC games era, like in the very early days of PC games, the Harry Potter games for PC, they were some of the games that I wanted to play the most, together with Roller Coaster Tycoon, The Sims, Worms, Armageddon, and some other games too. But I never played those Harry Potter games. And then I was thinking that old Harry Potter game could have been the same as the PlayStation 1 game too, but I'm not sure. I need to play the Star Wars and DC ones. Those were also on sale on the Switch, but they are more expensive. Although Star Wars is not my thing, and DC I can pass, right? Also, by the way, I need to see how am I going to feel like towards Knights of the Old Republic, right? Because I'll need to see if I will still feel pumped for it. It was hard for me to return to the games I'm playing right now. Not sure if it will be the best pick after Golden Sun is still. Also, Golden Sun 2, not sure if it's going to be the best pick either. Because I need to be playing something to motivate me more to be streaming again. So just not an advice, just an alert maybe, that there is a chance that I might not be jumping into Knights of the Old Republic right away. Because I need to be back and be playing some things that motivate me more. So that's kind of like a bummer, right? Because I was planning to do it. Then now I'm craving a replay of Hogwarts Legacy. Is there a lot to do in a post-game in there? Like, or do you just go through the same plot again? Like the main plot, right? There were many Harry Potter games for PlayStation. Oh, they were not the same as the PC one? Because the ones I knew about were the PC games. Okay, there were a lot of Harry Potter games indeed. So, I know there are also Game Boy games. Yes, I know that for sure because Draco was playing some of those Harry Potter Game Boy Color games in some of his Wednesday streams, right? At some point we should try playing those old Harry Potter games. I have always been curious about them. Regarding Hogwarts Legacy, I would give it more time for me, but maybe someday, I'm not sure. They are funny because of how bad they are, and it's not even due to the age. It looked bad back when they were released. Do you think so? Because honestly, I mean, for my child's mind, they looked good. But I understand they haven't aged... Wait, yeah, they haven't aged very well. This was the secret I was telling about. I took forever to realize such an easy thing, right? That's the overthought and overlooked stuff that I suffered regarding this dungeon. But I'm thinking this is where we swap the floor panels, right? And then maybe by swapping them again, the other place where we were will give us a new path. That's what I'm hoping at least. Oh my god, you think I should jump into Golden Sun too? At least to check the start of it, it will be amazing. Oh my god, man. I mean, I'm saying that, but I have no idea what I would like to be playing, but... I just need to remotivate me. Mostly the same plot, though with some changes between the houses. Also, in my last game... Wait a minute, between the houses, you can play the game with, like, the 4 houses? That's very awesome, actually. Also, in my last game, I used no dark magic at all, which is good, right? So that entire area of gameplay will be new to me too. Totally fine with no KOTOR for a while. Disney has been releasing so much Star Wars stuff that it's getting hard to continue caring about Star Wars. Has Disney been doing that? Same goes with Marvel. Have burnt out on superheroes. Wait, but does Marvel has anything not superheroes? I'm okay with KOTOR waiting in line, alright. Can't we play anything else, like, I don't know, another RPG? I don't know, Suikoden, for example, you know, anything a little bit more different and with more drama, something around the lines of Chrono Cross or something, you know? Oh, this was the room that I was thinking before. They have 5 goddesses right there. Fantasian? Have you heard of that game, Gabriel? Fantasian? Pilot has been playing that. And then I stopped by one of his streams and then that game was kinda crazy. Or at least our theories about that game's plot was kinda crazy, right? Also, by the way, changing the topic a little regarding crazy stories. I mean, I still haven't checked that myself. But when I was talking to the Pokemon Go anime friend, there is also this one new friend that I'm meeting, he told me that Summertime Rendering was finally released on Disney Plus around the world. And I was recommending that anime to everybody, because it was my favorite anime of last year, and then many people in the community agreed and everything. But then I remember, or at least I think, that Pilot was not watching that because it was not released on Disney Plus up to that date. I haven't checked it out myself though, but according to this friend, he told me that it is already out. Because they were just waiting for the Japanese episodes to be completed and then they would release that, right? Recommended, Pilot, in case you haven't watched it yet. Fantastic show. And then we might have an anime talk soon, especially when Yoda shows up, when he realizes that I'm back to streaming. Because I have been watching some animes at this time too. More drama? I was expecting you to say more happy. I mean, something more exciting, maybe that's the word? Because the drama of this game in here has not gotten to me that much, right? Yeah, we have those statues right there. But they are not colored. But there are 5. And then I can't use the Psy Energy because we are too far from them, right? Speaking on anime things, maybe this weekend, I'm still not sure if I'm going there, but I believe I will. I might be going to the anime picnic here in my city. I'm not sure what to think about it. I have been to one of them before though, it was okay-ish. But this time I think it's going to be maybe weirder. But yeah, I'm probably going to attend it. It's going to be this Sunday. My current anime is Future Diary. I haven't heard of it. It's about half done or halfway done and really enjoying it so far. Future Diary? It sounds like a drama though. Maybe drama sci-fi? It has a neat concept that has kept things interesting. Is it for Apple? Apple TV Plus? Yeah, most drama of this game was the infinite the infinite boat trip. Jesus. Yeah, that boat ride was something else, right? I gotta say it though, it was kind of funny. Yeah, it was one of those moments that it is so bad that we are laughing at it, right? That's how it felt. It was one of those sufferings that we kind of fall for it, and then we start laughing at it because it is the best we can do. Oh, your current enemy is Mashal? I don't know why I was thinking the name of that anime was Nashlo, with like an N, not an M. I have heard of it. Yes, my friend wants me to check it out. I even know what it is about already. Anime of the year for you, so funny. I won't enter on details because I wanna have this talk with Yoda at some point. But my anime of the current season so far, I'm between two actually, because there are very two things or very two good animes that I'm watching. It's Tengoku and also Oshinoko, right? Oshinoko had like a very long first episode, it lasts like an hour and 20 minutes, it's divided into 4 parts, but it makes sense, because once you finish that movie-like episode 1, just like Demon Slayer by the way, I'm also watching the new season of Demon Slayer, that had a very long first episode too. Once you finish Oshinoko first episode, you are like, holy shit. Yeah, very crazy thing in there. But then Tengoku has some promising hype to it too. I'm enjoying that too. Very good shoot. Oh, wait a second. Yoda is in here. I was waiting for Yoda to talk about that. Hi Yoda, what's up, man? So yeah, my recommendations so far are those two, Tengoku and Oshinoko. Knowing Yoda, he pretty much has been watching Oshinoko because according to my friends, now I have other anime friends from Pokemon Go too, right, recommending me more things. They have been telling me that Oshinoko was like getting to the top charts of like best animes or most popular animes. So if Yoda is like under the radar, he probably knows about that show already and probably has been watching it too, right? Very crazy stuff, I have my theories about it already. And I just don't know if that show will be super crazy smart, or if they will take it slowly, or like take it more normally, you know? My desire is if they could take it extra smart, because then my crazy theories could be real. But then if I start talking about them, I'll be spoiling the show, right? So I gotta be careful about that. But regarding Mashle, I do wanna check it out, at least for the beginning. It is an older one. Oh, it is on Crunchyroll. It is kind of a psychological thriller? Jesus! With more gory violence than you expected. Tengoku has some gory violence that I was not expecting either, but I liked it, to be fair. Oshinoko, that's the one. Maybe I was too hyped for it, but you didn't feel for it? Seriously, man? Here's the thing, I was not too hyped for it at all, like, especially when it started, I was like, what is this going to be about? The moment that they revealed, let's say, the crazy mechanic of the show, I was like, seriously, that this is going to be about? But then it was also very inconclusive, or like, I didn't know which direction the anime would be going to. I just felt weird about the beginning of it, until we got to the end of episode 1. Because like I said, it had 4 parts, but the day I started watching it, I only watched part 1. So I didn't see how it ended, until I went back to it to understand why are people hyped about this. And then I saw it. I'm not super sold or hyped on it yet, but again, it does have some potential to be good in my opinion. Just like Tengoku. Although Tengoku drove my mind crazier than Oshinoko. At least at first I had more theories, or I was thinking more of Tengoku than Oshinoko. But then Oshinoko has maybe one of my best theories ever, but I'm not sure if I should say it because it is a spoiler. Yeah, Hell's Paradise, that's Tengoku, right? I like that too because it mixed many enemies at once, especially the Promised Neverland, a little bit of Classroom of the Elite, which by the way I need to go back to see season 2. And I was thinking on so many things actually when I was watching that. I'm deciding to read the manga. The Pokemon Go anime friend, he read a little bit more on the manga. He kind of said that he was a little bit disappointed, but he did not read the entire thing. He only read, let's say, some next chapters, right? He did feel a little bit disappointed, but it is still not the end of the story, or maybe not even close to the end of the story, so maybe there is more to it that won't be disappointing, right? I hope the obvious suspect is not the actual suspect. That's what I wanna tell you. Dude, you know what? I will throw my theory in here. If you have not watched Oshinoko, please don't hear what I'm going to say, because you gotta have this plot twist yourself, watching the episode yourself, right? The first episode. But if you don't mind about spoilers or theories, it's actually a theory, right? But maybe story spoilers, right? Then sure, keep on listening to this. So here's what I want to happen in that show. I will try still to be vague, but those that have watched the show will get it, right? You guys know there is a mechanic in that show, right? A mechanic that happens in the early parts of episode 1. That was like, oh, so this is what the show is about. Okay, think about that mechanic. My first topic is the following. What if that mechanic has been happening in the rest of the universe of that show, not only with the protagonists? That's what I want to happen as well. Second, they are looking for a certain person. Like they are trying to find and to identify this one person, right? That's how the second episode starts, and then the plot drives on that direction. And then Yoda is saying, I hope it's not an obvious person or an obvious suspect. My idea is like, will this show be clever enough, bold enough, brave enough to make that suspect not a male person? Because that's what I'm thinking myself. I want this one person they are looking for to be a female. Have you ever had that mind blown? Yoda, Gabriel, and whoever has watched that show? That's what I'm betting. I want that show to be crazy enough to show us that the suspect is now a female. And then you might be thinking, what the heck, Alan? A female? How come? The mechanic of the show. Remember that? That's my dream. I want Oshinoko to give us a suspect that's a female. Even though the evidence and like everything else points to a male character, there is a chance or a possibility it could be a female, and then that's how it won't be obvious. And I also have my own personal suspect already. I wonder if it's the same as Yoda. But I would just say that my actual suspect is the actress that co-acts with Aqua. That's the person that I'm thinking. Am I going too crazy? Probably. And then maybe the show will be more normal than my dreams, more normal than my expectations and theories. But that's what I'm saying. I'm now hoping or wondering if the show could be crazy enough to go on such paths, right? And then I'm hoping it goes on that crazy shit. Because then it will be mind-blowing, such as Summertime Render or something like that. Also, hi Chill Mode, what's up, man? Hell's Paradise was good, you're deciding to read the manga. Be careful with expectations though, because that one friend was a little bit disappointed, like I said. Or maybe everything is just a dream? No. Regarding that, I doubt it. But I do think more people in that universe would be under the mechanic, right, of the show. It's been a while, sir. I know, Chubode. I'm sorry for that, man. How are you? I'm doing alright. Yes, I'm doing alright. Happy that I got some strength or like motivation to be back here. It was hard, to be honest. I was kind of telling Pilot and Subber in the beginning of the stream about all of that. But I felt like playing more games. and my PC is where I have the games, and then I decided to stream again. But I'm doing alright, man. The previous months were very life-changing to me, both on like positive and sour tones, but now I'm hoping to like just go, let's say, up, right? That things will just progress up instead of like being stuck into those cycles that I was before I stopped streaming for that break, that I was having fights every month basically with that friend, and then now that friend is gone and I'm now having new friends right in my life. So I'm hoping that those friendships will be better than the previous one and keep on progressing for more stability in my life and more happiness in my life as well, and less fluctuations. But yeah, I was dealing with that in my personal life, so I was kind of not at the best state, and also I was focused on dealing with those things. There was more too, I was kind of talking about that with Pilot and Subaru as well, but now I'm feeling better, and then I hope I can keep it up. But no pressure on like, let's say, being strict to my streams or being strict to a schedule. I'll just do my best and try it. But in case I do need to take breaks, I will need to take the breaks, right? And then how are you, man? I hope you have been doing alright too. Missed your feel good streams? I appreciate that, man. Tengoku is Heavenly Delusion. Wait, Hell's Paradise is a different one? Oh, Hell's Paradise was Jigoku Raku. I spoiled myself on Jigoku Raku, by the way, by accident. Oh, it is this statue, right? I think I just need to talk to the statue. I do. Okay, so talking to this statue changes the other dungeon, right? Are there only 2 paths or are there 3 paths? Two paths. Okay, so we checked path, I don't know, blue lights. Now we gotta check path yellow light. And then hopefully path yellow light will give us the answer to the color the statues puzzle. Yeah, this one, right? Oh, I didn't realize how late it was getting. Alright, Pilot, thank you so much for stopping by, man. I hope you keep on enjoying Fantasian a lot. That game looked very promising. Just like the anime, as I was saying, I hope it does get some amazing plot. Or like some crazy, mind-blowing twist, right? But good to see you, man. Take care and have a good night. And also enjoy your dinner. Regarding Jigoku Raku, I accidentally watched the beginning of episode 2 of that anime because I forgot the name of this other anime I kinda watched, which was called My Home Hero. I, for some crazy reason, thought that My Home Hero was Jigoku Raku, because my other friend was also talking to me about Jigoku Raku, and then I mixed up the names. So when I started Jigoku Raku episode 2, I was like, what is going on, you know? This doesn't feel like episode 1 of My Home Hero. And yeah, I saw that situation there, very graphical situation, by the way. But it looked, let's say, it looked intense. If on episode 2 they were showing me that scene, it felt like this show is like powerful in some ways. But at the same time, I'm not sure if I wanna watch that right now. Just because of like it's been a feudal Japanese story. I don't know. But I do understand if you say that it's very, very good. Feel goods animes, it's a whole matrix. You notice that a bit, hope you feel good. Individual big time progressions in life, yes. Sometimes you gotta, you know, take steps back to actually go forward. So I took some steps back, which was not working out for me, that friendship. So let's try new people, try making new friends and focusing on those new people, right? But it was more than that, like I was saying in the beginning. I was not dealing, or I was not too, I don't know, I was not too bad or too depressed over that situation because the new people that I was meeting, they were being very present together with that situation. So basically, I was living some great things together with the friendship end. So that was kind of balancing things out. But at the same time, because I was not streaming for such long and then the games were kinda, you know, not progressing that much either or being too slow to me, plus I was getting more busy, I was getting more tired thanks to like being more active in my days and doing pilates as well and going out to play games as well like Pokemon Go and meeting more people. Anyway, I was kinda getting or feeling good or feeling alright even if I were not streaming, hence why I realized that streaming was not a priority to me anymore, and I had to really reconnect to something that would make me want to stream more. And then that connection came when I really wanted to play more games, you know? And as my games are on my PC, I gotta come back here to play them. So that's why I was able to return, or at least return right now, right? But then I'm still stuck on these games, so I need to finish them at some point, I hope. Choose people based on character, got this, yeah. Actually based on action as well, that's a big thing to me. Some people are just words and no action, action is very important too, right? Stream whenever feels good, I'm chilling still. Nice to hear that, man, that you're doing alright. Big time focus, working a lot. You have lots to catch up to. You chilled too much. Have a good one. Are you going to... Wait, have a good one, do you mean... Are you leaving? I'm not sure if you're leaving right now. And then you slap that white mage. Welcome back, Gabriel. The light puzzle goes too far for you. Yeah, I was very confused about that because I didn't know what was changing in the overworld or in the game. But it is changing the other dungeon, right? The copy of this one place. So let's see if we can progress on the second path. This is such a convoluted puzzle. Yeah. It is not the worst. Like, I have been... Not that I have been... I have seen, right? Worse puzzles than this. Especially in puzzle games like Riven, Myst and stuff like that. But it is annoying because you need to keep on backtracking and trying to find what has changed and where is the secret, you know? So it's kind of demanding. But it is not the worst. It would feel better if I didn't have the random encounters. RPGs and animes feel good creative. Yes, I need to play an RPG game that feels... I don't know, that blows my mind again, you know? That would be very motivational to me, I think. Also something that has a very good start. Unfortunately, Golden Sun didn't have a very good start in my opinion. I only started to enjoy this game more later on. By the way, did you guys see that crazy Persona mobile game? Summer was the one that showed me that game. I'm still really hoping for Persona 6. But I think it's going to take forever now for them to release such a thing. But regarding that Persona mobile game, I want to play that. Really want to play that. It's like another Persona 5 game, right? I was thinking a certain character would come back with that mechanic. Me too! Me too! And if it is the same character that I'm thinking, I'm trying to think how old would be that character right now, right? I mean, that character probably would be a child, right? But then regarding that same character, I wasn't very convinced if that character has died. I know the show said that, but because they haven't showed it, I wasn't very convinced though. Yes, I remember having that feeling when I was watching it. I can be just, crazy and imagining things, but I do remember thinking that character maybe didn't die. And then I wouldn't be surprised if that character showed up again in another episode. Jigoku Raku's opening song video is very good, I should check that out. Yes, I have not checked that out. I was kinda surprised by Tengoku opening. And... oh, by the way, I also did watch the new Pokemon anime, right? I was surprised by the Pokemon anime ending. I mean, it's not like something catchy of any sort, but I liked how they are kinda trying to be back in a certain way to the Poke rap. I did like that a little, I was not expecting it. But the Oshinoko anime also had some good opening, right? I at least liked the animations and everything. I don't remember the songs still though. Mappa has been a killer with gory anime. Is Jigoku Raku from Mappa? Actually, Jigoku Raku is about exploring crazy Australia island filled with strange monsters. That's what it is about? Why did it feel like Japanese field of, I don't know, time? I only have seen the beginning of the second episode, right? That's all I have seen. True, you gotta choose people that motivate you. Not leaving, oh okay, you're just lurking, alright man. You gotta sleep early. I have been sleeping early too, which is awesome. Like, I'm waking up at 7, 8 a.m. guys. It was forever since I could do such a thing, so I have mornings again in my life. Not that they are very eventful, but I have been an early bird again. Full time tomorrow, stay strong to mode. Garrett is mine, man's got an axe. You like Garrett, really? That game looks pretty good for mobile, I agree. And it feels like a new Persona game, even though it's not what I was really looking for, but give me Persona and I'll be happy. Or, if I also should try it, Shin Megami Tensei, right? I also gotta try Shin Megami Tensei at some point. So we're saying that's supposed to be a spin-off of Persona 5, I suppose. In the end of the trailer there is Joker. Yes, I think it is like a continuation of the story because probably Joker and his crew, right? The Phantom Thieves. They have inspired Japan and the world, and then now everybody tries to, I mean, I just don't know how did they get the Persona powers, then that must be explained somehow. But they just, started doing the same, basically. The Pokemon anime new direction is great. Regarding the episodes, I'm not sure what to say. I like how the new direction is completely refreshed. And you can correct if I'm wrong, but I think it even has like a main director that's a female, right? A woman. So that's also very, very great to like change things up, right? But regarding what I have seen in the anime, I need to see more. I like the new soundtrack. Yeah, the soundtrack is very good, very orchestrated. It feels new, But regarding the show itself, I need to see more. Because it can be just very generic as well, right? Like, I'm not convinced for the plot. Yet, at least. But at the same time, it's not super bad. I was not very disappointed. And then maybe it was just for the first episodes. I'm not sure if they will keep the quality up, but the animation quality has been okay as well, especially for the battle scenes. Persona 5 The Phantom X is a free-to-play mobile spin-off with an in-app purchases. It is set to be released on iOS and Android with playtests starting on March 29th in China. I mean, so it's basically out, but just in China? It feels fresh, yeah. It does feel fresh, but at the same time it's... I don't know, I need to see a little bit more. Because I don't know where is it going to go, right? Oh yeah, by the way, I mentioned how I was mistaken between the names of Jigokuraku and My Home Hero. The other anime I was watching too was My Home Hero. I don't know if you guys have checked that one out. I don't know if I would recommend it. It is an anime that has, let's say, a lower quality than the other ones we have talked to. But it's not bad. I mean, the quality of it's not too bad, you know, it's just normal, I would say. But regarding the plot, it does frustrate me because it feels like a movie story. Yeah, my friend, this one real life anime friend, right? Because now there are two anime friends. There is the original anime friend, and then there is the new one that plays Pokemon Go with me. The original one, the one that gave me Summertime Render recommendation even, he has been very crazy for crime, police investigation, animes in general, or stories even. And then he was super hyped for this one. Until he recommended me to check it out, I checked it out, and I felt it was a somewhat intriguing story, but very normal. Like, there was nothing supernatural happening, nothing anime-like happening, it was like just a crime story. And then up to episode 3, it kept going on that way. This one friend kinda, I now remember, kinda read the manga to see where the story would go to, and then he was not very surprised. He was kinda disappointed because the anime was still, let's say, it was not really changing much from what it has presented so far. So that kinda disappointed me a little too, and I'm not sure if I will keep on watching it. But one thing that I thought when I was checking it out was that this anime, My Home Hero, felt like Death Note without Note. Because it was pretty much a cat and mouse game with like smart characters strategizing against each other. So I was like, oh, this is Death Note without Note. And also that it felt like a movie story because there was nothing very anime-like in there. It was like a very serious crime story about Yakuza and Mafia, and that's it. I was missing something, you know, anime-like that could be a good twist for it. But yeah, it was not a bad show, but it felt weird because it could have been a movie, right? So probably I won't continue it. I wonder if Sprigatito will evolve or stay as is like Pikachu. I was very happy that Pikachu is a physical Pikachu, like Captain Pikachu is a physical one. And Volt Tackle is back. Volt Tackle is the attack from Ash's Pikachu that everybody was upset when it got replaced. Volt Tackle is amazing. Regarding Sprigatito, I have the feeling he will stay as Sprigatito. But we need to see though. Yeah, we need to see it. Somebody is saying the first server for mobile games, it's normally not global. It happens in Japan or China to be like the first one to be open. So that's how it goes then? I was a little bit surprised it started in China. You could just name them. It's not like we would know them just from the first name or nickname. Wait, what you're talking about? Oh, you mean my friends? I mean, one of them is my It has the same name as me, right? It is another Alan. Then just Anime Friend 1 and Anime Friend 2. I think I kind of prefer that though. Anime Friend 1 and 2. Or the Pokemon Go Anime Friend as well. I mean, but that's not really important. What's important is the information, not really who told me about them, right? Those information is like extras. It's like just add-ons. You gotta try Jigoku Raku though. People say the recent episode reminds them of Attack on Titan? What about Demon Slayer, guys? Pokemon Go Friend or the Hermit Traveler? I don't know why you said hermit, because it is not like a very common word. The first thing I thought of was like, is Gabriel saying that my Pokemon Go friend is from the Hermit Arcana from Tarot? Thanks to the Persona talk we're having here too, every person has an Arcana. And then is he the Hermit social link? Maybe I need to play Persona, right? I almost bought the Persona games on my Switch though, but the sale or the offer they had some weeks ago in there, it was still quite high on the prices. So I thought of like, let's wait until the sale is better, but I really wanted to get them. He did recommend me a lot of animes, by the way. I don't have any clue when I'm starting to watch them. And then this Pokemon Go anime friend, he's like a specialist, or he loves a lot comedy animes, which is not really my forte. But he gave me some titles that I could try at some point. Little by little, within the streams, I can kinda try to get the list of animes he recommended me. And then I throw the names to you all, and then you can either like try to check it out or, you know, tell me if you have already watched that. But honestly, most of the shows he told me about, I have never heard of them. But he did recommend me Oshinoko before the other friend. Before the original friend or the OG friend. And he was right, I was kinda intrigued by Oshinoko though. And then I had to tell the other friend about it, and then now he also likes it. Comedy, probably not the new Konosuba. Wait, the new Konosuba? Is that a genre or is that really an anime? Did you watch them in Japanese? I do. I watch them in Japanese and then with subtitles in Portuguese. No, I don't know Japanese though. I wish. And there are games, by the way, that teach you Japanese, and I do own that game or those games. Maybe someday we should try playing them to learn Japanese, right? It's actually called Learn Japanese to Win or something. If I had more time or like more motivation, or maybe if I were more organized, I could be playing that. It would be something else, I think. Oh yeah, I think it is called Learn Japanese to Battle, right? Let me actually Google that. How is that called? Learn Japanese to Survive. It's Learn Japanese to Survive. It's the name of the collection of games, right? Those are RPG games that supposedly teach you some Japanese, and then you gotta understand the Japanese kanji or hiragana, or you know, all of those different ways of communicating in Japanese to know what you're doing. And then sometimes you need to draw the kanji or the letter or the word as well to like perform an attack or something. I think it is a very nice idea to really teach somebody a language, right? There should be a Learn Portuguese to Survive, and then I could be here teaching you guys some Portuguese, I guess. It feels like an anime stream game. Kind of. Definitely the Japanese would be there. Is this the location? I hope it is. It is, there we go. So let's hope something has changed in here. And I think it will have changed. Probably now we can get to the left path on the next room, right? So, did you guys watch the Dungeons and Dragons movie? I bet Gabriel did. I'm not excited for it, but I did watch the trailer of it when I was watching the Mario movie. And it looked fun, although didn't convince me to watch it still. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now we can get here. Oh wait, I forgot to mention. Yoda. What about Yowamushi pedal? Yowamushi has finally ended. The trailer looked cool. I was surprised how the movie had more humor than what I was expecting for it. Like, I was not expecting a Dungeons and Dragons movie to be such, let's say, comedy-like. Imaizumi lost the third place. Feels bad, man. Wait, was it Yuki though? It was Yuki, right? The third place. Man, I gotta tell you that I was not expecting the final results, to be honest. We talked about that a lot, right? I was not expecting that. And in a way I liked it because I was not expecting that. Wait, what is that? There is this anime called Yowamushi Pedal. It is a cycling anime, and it's finally over, or at least the season we were watching is finally over. So the race, the cycling race, is over, and Imaizumi was the third place. Yeah, yes, that was the cycling anime. It is very good, and it took like it took like 3 seasons, I think, to finish a race, but it's finally over. And I was surprised, I was not expecting the final result. But the thing I need to say though, is that Yoda, regardless of like the winner, the loser and everything, man, freaking Arakita, yeah, that's his name, right? Arakita is the best character of that show, period. The dialogue he has with like Manami-kun, I was like, that's why you're my favorite! That's how was my reaction. I was like, he's so effing good. Arakita is the best character of that show, that's it. Which is always surprising to me because he has a somewhat edgy profile or like personality, and then normally, let's say, I don't know, normally that type of character is not the one that gets to be the most, but Arakita is he's badass. Like, when he speaks up, you gotta listen to what he says, and also what he respect what he does. Because in the first like inter high that he was racing, the things he did in there for the others, Jesus, super respectful. But the last dialogue that he had with Manami, that hit hard, man. That was such a good dialogue, I swear to God. I was like, that's why you're my favorite. I related so hard to what he was saying, so damn hard. So that scene was my favorite in the last episode. Not even, I don't know, the result, right, of the race. But Arakita, dude, I can't stop complimenting that character. I was also betting on Manami. Yeah, right? I was like, seriously? If this anime is a shonen, Arakita would be dying. No, no, no! No! No, don't even joke about that, right? Oh yes, regarding, let's say, dramatic moments as well. How is it called? How is it called again? Oh, I gotta say that my memory has been horrible lately. It was bad before, but now I have been noticing it's been horrible, right? Maybe I'm developing, I don't know, something of like memory loss, I hope not, but it's been so bad. It's been getting worse. How is he called, man? Man, I remember the character, I remember everything about the character, but not the name. And it is a name that I should remember, though. Okay, I give up. Help me out, Yoda. How is Onoda's, let's say, biggest inspiration called again? Like the teacher from Sohoku, his veteran? Makishima, there we go, I remembered it, finally. Yeah, Makishima's scene with Onoda was also very good, regarding the drama power of it, right? But then Arikita, no, Arikita must stay there. Riot is totally pissed at the result. I understand, but do you agree that it was not predictable? Because the most obvious result would be Manamiko winning. Or freaking Midosuji, right? But then what happened to Midosuji was surprising to us, right? I was not expecting that either to happen to him. Oh, speaking of Midosuji, I know for sure that I need to go back to Blue Lock. I still haven't. I also still haven't finished watching The Last of Us. I'm still 2 episodes behind on The Last of Us. But I will, especially because everyone is saying that Blue Lock was amazing. Like, it does have a very good progression, especially in the end of it. I think I need to use Whirlwind, right? How do I activate Whirlwind again? Eva needs to have Zephyr. He has Zephyr, but it's not working. Why? It is a fear, right? Wait, maybe I just need to deactivate water and earth? There we go. If Makishima never left, maybe Onoda would be less motivated. There was an episode about that too, right? Wait, what was the point of this right here? Huh. I see, they want me to drop it, right? Okay. Oh, okay, I get it. They want me to place this one pillar right here. Got it. Yeah, regarding Makishima, I did like that development with him and Onoda, right? And I also like the explanation on how Onoda was able to get motivated even though he has left. That somewhat made some sense, right? Overall speaking, I did like this season, but I just felt it was too long. Like 3 seasons for this one second Inter High was too much in my opinion. And then they had all sorts of character development episodes, even for Onoda's mom and Manemi's somewhat girlfriend in potential, right? So the race was interrupted so many times, especially near the end of it. I'm not saying that it was super bad, because of course character development is good, but I think it could have worked or happened in a different way, or maybe in a better way. Maybe even earlier in the race. But again, it was a very good race, especially because of Arakita in the end, because Arakita steals the scene to me every time. I agree, there were too many flashbacks near the end, and they were very random. I even remember how much I laughed by the end of this one episode, that there was like a big intense race happening between Onoda and Manami, and then suddenly, do you remember our last vacation when we went and we met ourselves in the aquarium? And then the episode ended. I was like, what is going on? Is this going to become a love story next episode, when they were like dating in the aquarium and everything, and then people were fanficking or like creating all sorts of fanfics about those two love story? I remember how much it was so out of nowhere. Like, what? And then they had the whole episode about the flashback of their holidays, and then how I forgot the name of the character, but how one of Onoda's veterans told him to go to the aquarium to relax and then to not stress out, and then how he also should see the ocean and stuff to forget about his frustrations, and then how Manemi was there for some reason too. You know, it was such a sidetrack. You were hoping their blonde coach would have more contribution? Oh, that character, I don't like that character though. Yeah, the Hakone's old coach, right? Or previous coach. I don't like that character, yeah. Wait, what is this now? So because I don't like that character, I'm kinda happy he didn't have more contribution or presence in this second Inter High. Never liked him. What? Do they want me to drop this down there? I think they do, right? Yes, they kind of want me to do that. So I need to do it for both of them? Is this it? No, it's not. Did I need to use the third block? Maybe I needed to use the third block, right? I mean, I don't know how to move it forward or back. So I kind of want to try getting this block closer to the second lift and then see if they can lift this. Wait, I don't know how to say this. I want to stack those two blocks on the same spot so this one lift can be on top, right? Or like to the max level of it. Oh, I didn't know I could just push them. That makes it simple. Why am I not getting this block anymore? What's happening? I meant the fat coach for Sohoku? Wait. Wait, do you mean... Oh, you mean the guy that looks like a foreigner? Which is pretty much the boss, right? Yeah, that character was very... I don't know, he was not very present, or he was not there that much. But you know what I'm thinking though? I wanna see the other characters in Sohoku that are going to be the first... The first... They're going to be the first year of the school, right? So... Now, Teshima and also Aoyagi, I think that's his name, they are going to like leave the team. I want to see the newcomers. There we go. That's the word I was trying to remember. Because there is that blue-haired guy, right? Maybe that one brother as well. The one bulky brother from the other guy that I forgot his name. That also didn't have a lot of development, but he was really hoping for, I mean, for the entire team, but he had a certain connection. Was it with Imaizumi, I think? Not sure if it was with Imaizumi or Onoda, but I'm very curious about the next people that will be part of Sohoku's team now. For the third Inter High, right? But if you're talking about the team's boss, I agree, he didn't get a lot of spotlight. Neither the girls, to be honest. Yeah, the girls, they didn't do much. That is the answer, there we go. So let's see how far or how close we are to finish this. I'm now hoping that after learning the answer to the statues puzzle, there isn't much more, right? There is like the bosses and then that's it. But who knows, maybe there is an entire new section of puzzles for me to solve. Speaking of the next gen, it reminds me of browsing Crunchyroll's YouTube channel that got you spoiled of what? And then are you spoiling me, Yoda? Another statue? Okay, this is the second statue that I found, but I don't know what to do with them. And I actually have forgotten about the first one. Maybe they do help me about that puzzle, but what do I do with them? Maybe lift? Wait, Yoda, but be careful there though, right? I'm still finishing Naruto, so I gotta say it though, the freaking Pokemon Go anime guy, if I don't ask for him to shut up, he does try to spoil me on stuff. He did say some things on Naruto to me already that I was like, I don't wanna know that! And then he was like, oh, but don't worry, I also haven't watched Naruto up to the end, so I only have heard about this and that, I don't know the details, and I don't wanna know that. Yeah, I always need to like stop him because otherwise he starts spoiling the animes, and then I'm like, I'm convinced already to watch that show you said. You don't need to say anything else, right? For example, he almost spoiled me on Blue Lock as well. And I was like, no, I don't want to know anything. Thank you so much. I know I'm slow on watching the animes, but I will do it eventually. Someday. Is it move? No, it is not move, because they are also circled with some, I don't know, tiny stones on the floor that blocks, or that block, their movement. And if it is not to lift those statues, then there is nothing else to do. Reveal? Oh my god. GG Subaru! I forgot maybe the easiest thing to do. An Oracle's Robe. I mean, that's good because it is an item, but at the same time, it's not helping me out on the puzzle. Would it be revealed for the first statue too? Because there was another statue I have seen. When we swap those floor panels again, we kinda try getting to the statue, right? Just remind me of that. Also, hello, Hizekaya, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name though. Are you aware that the aspect ratio is wrong? No, I'm not aware of anything actually. What do you mean by that actually? Wait, is it talking about the sizes of like my game right there on my stream? I'm not sure. The picture is too tall for how wide? The picture? It is supposed to be 3:2 natively. Oh yeah, maybe he's probably talking about the game on my stream, right? Yeah. I understand that, yes, I did stretch it. Yes, I did stretch it on purpose because otherwise it would be... I mean, I don't want to mess with it though, but it would have a lot of my stream background being shown, right? And then I don't think it would look that good, but you are right, it is not looking like the original aspect ratio, right? Is it that bad though? So the characters are supposed to be fatter? If not fatter, then taller, right? But honestly, I kind of do that stretching with most of games I play, because normally the window of the game on my PC, it is not fitting the sizes of my stream, right? So I do need to stretch them. He did notice it a lot because he's used to how it's supposed to be, but it's not bad per se. Yeah, I'm sorry if it is a little bit annoying to look at the game that way, but it's just because it does fit the rest of the overlay, right? It is a GBA game, not a PS1. It wouldn't be a big deal. The characters are supposed to be fatter, and then the little face icons in the menus are squared. Oh yeah, it's funny how on my PC it looks, let's say, better than how it looks on the stream, thanks to how on my PC it has the aspect ratio in a better way. So basically, where I'm looking looks better than what you guys are seeing, but it is a little bit stretched there because of my overlay, pretty much. Yes, I did stretch it in OBS, and I kinda do that for most games. Yes. So you were correct about that. But it was just for the... because otherwise there would be, for example, on the bottom of it, there would be a lot of yellow and orange, which are the colors of my overlay. And then it would be like a gap, right? And then I'm like, but I use this overlay for every game I play, so I don't want that gap to be there, so I kinda stretched it. In a way it's good, I would say, because sometimes, I don't know, there might be a piece of text that's too small and then it kinda helps you to see it, especially if you are watching me on a phone. But on the other hand, it is not really the aspect ratio that you normally would see if you were playing the game on the original device, right? That's for sure. Let me do something about my inventory, because I found an item but I can't get the item. But then at the same time I have no idea of what to throw away. And then I forgot about this, we got a lucky cap? It is a crown that boosts critical hits and restores PP? You know what? Maybe we should have that. I mean, we are going to get slower, but honestly, it doesn't sound like a bad thing. It raises defense, it boosts critical hits, and also restores PPs. Yeah, PP recovery +2. Honestly, we are going for that. But then, do I have anything to throw away? I'm not sure. I could throw away maybe this repeated Earth Shield, but as it is an item that I think we got from the Toby minigame, then it's somewhat rare and good, so I'm not sure if it is the best option to throw it away. Anyway, hi, hello, welcome to the stream. Golden Sun is one of your favorite games. I wonder what it is you are being stuck at right now. Okay, I mean, maybe it is something easy, but unfortunately, I did have struggle like in this dungeon. But don't worry, we did some progression today too. And it's good to hear that, because maybe it is something easy, and then I just need to get to the simple solution, and then as soon as I get there, then fine, we'll be good, we'll progress like crazy. But yes, I have been getting stuck at some parts in here. Right now exactly, I did find a room that had 5 colored statues, and then I need to sort them on some floor tiles, right? In a particular order, I think. So I'm kinda backtracking and finding the other change of the Babi's Lighthouse to see if they will give me the color solution to that puzzle. And then I believe I'll need to go back to the previous condition I was before to move those statues and position them correctly. So I'm trying to find something that gives me the information for those colored statues and that puzzle. That's where I'm stuck right now at the moment, but I was stuck at previous things before, part of it because of my own motive, or like because I was bad. I was like, where did it to go? I was overthinking, and then the answer was right under my nose. But thankfully I backtracked and then I found myself. You can also rebuy any of those artifacts that you drop, they will show up at the shop, will they? But I should then drop this. Yes, let's drop this one. Maybe I don't need 2 either. Even though it is a somewhat good item, maybe I don't need 2. And yes, you pronounce my name basically right. Hizekaya, right? Or Hize, that's also helpful. Or Hizi, actually, Hizi. I don't remember the kimono being good. Somebody has that, right? Oh no, never mind. We have that in the inventory, but we are not wearing it. It is not very good, but because it was rare, I was kinda saving it as well. Yeah, that colored statue room, I'm trying to solve that puzzle right now. You have seen people getting stuck on that for a long time, like half an hour. So, I normally take some time playing the games because I also explore and I chat a lot as well. So maybe it's going to, maybe no, most certainly it's going to take more than a half an hour to me, maybe, I don't know, an hour. But yes, like I was saying, I just need to find the information somewhere in this game for the order of those statues, right? Because there gotta be an information, I can't just be guessing that. And then, was this item good? Let me see. This is the Oracle's Robe. It resists water and it boosts HP recovery. He can't equip that. Can I swap items? Oh my god, it is very good to Mia. Wait a minute, what is that right there as well? By the way, Hizekaya, it's been like more than a month since I last played this game, or actually since I last streamed. So in case I look a little bit lost in what I'm doing, that's the reason why. It's been forever since I played this, when I was taking my break. Yeah, Bramble Seed causes damage with thorns. Yes, I did not remember that at all. But I kinda don't think she needs that. So let's swap them. And equip it. Yeah, sure. I can nudge you in the right direction. No, 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 no backseating. I do complain because I did feel that I was stuck at this dungeon longer than what I wanted, but I still prefer being stuck and finding my way than getting the answers. But don't worry, in case I need some sort of vague help, I will be very clear about that, but the less I know, the best for me. Especially now that I'm finally finding some more rooms and places I haven't been so far. So I'm kinda getting more positive I will be able to finally finish this dungeon. Yeah, especially now that I'm kinda progressing, I'm fine. The Witch's Wand is another one you could get rid of, it's completely obsolete now. Regarding that as well, don't worry, it's fine. I also don't think I need to be, let's say, super perfectly equipped with my party members. And maybe also some of those items, who knows, could have a good price to be sold later. Not only just like dropped off. But I do think I'll need to discard something else, because I did find another statue before, and then I didn't know what to do about it. And then the solution for this statue was to use reveal, so maybe it is the same solution for the other statue I have seen. And then if it is the same thing, it will also give me a new item, right? But then I think it will take some time until I return to that statue, because I don't think I have finished checking this area out. Or maybe I did, I'm now kinda lost. But I'm hoping I didn't, because I still don't have the answer I was looking for. And I give up about this battle, because I think I should also heal myself outside. I do have a question for you, Hizi, or Hizekaya. Because I have been asking everybody about this. Is Golden Sun 2 your favorite in the franchise? Because everybody that stops by here, they tell me that, like, oh, the first game is okay, but the best one is the second. So even though I do have my problems with this game, especially in the beginning when I started this playthrough, I'm very curious about the sequel. I'm not sure, and maybe not actually. Maybe I won't jump right away to it, like right after I finish this, even though the story continues, because maybe I do need some break on Golden Sun. But I am curious about the sequel, that's for sure. I want to understand why people prefer it over this one. What could happen in the sequel that, you know, transforms the game so much that, so far at least, most people preferred it. Subaru is redeeming the hydration, thank you for that. Digital likes them both, but the second one is the best by far, you see? 2 is better than 1. I'm very curious to understand that. Qualities of life, I suppose? Wait, qualities of life? What do you mean, Subaru? Oh no, Yoda is saying more Pokemon to capture, more genies, more Jennas as well? No, no more Jennas, please. Oh, by the way, that reminds me of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, right? I remember in one of these Golden Sun streams I told you all, right, that I got... I mean, I don't want to know anything about what I'm going to say, the less I know the better, but I got a little bit spoiled on something Golden Sun related because one of the spirits in Smash Bros. Ultimate was a character, and was his name Michael or something? I think it was Michael, I can be wrong. And he did look like a protagonist, and maybe he's the protagonist of the sequel, but don't say anything to me, right? But I was kinda spoiled on that character thanks to the spirit in Smash Bros. Ultimate. He was there for me to battle and to get the spirit, and then I did it, and I was like, who the heck is this character? And he did look like something, I don't know, Golden Sun 2 related. Matthew, that's the one, yes, not Michael, Matthew. I was spoiled on that character, just like the looks of him and all. But don't tell me anything about him. Yes, we'll figure if he is even for the sequel or for this game. I don't know. How many genies do I have? We can check that out. We do have a good amount, I would say. Those are all right. Yes, we have that many. I can't do math for now. It's 4 times 6. Oh, it's 24 then, right? Yeah. Subway is saying that a game can be good, but it can have some mechanical or technical problems, and then a sequel can have those same mechanics improved or refined. You know what? That's true. If they could, for example, since we are seeing that, if they could make the genie mechanic more easy to navigate, or like even more simple as well, right? That would be great. Especially towards the combinations of like, what do you get if you combine certain genies or equip certain genies on certain characters? And then I wouldn't need to be taking my own notes, right? To understand which Psy energies I'm getting and which ones I'm not. So you currently have 5 Venus, 6 Mars, 7 Jupiters, and 6 Mercuries, alright. There are also some other genies we have seen in the world, but I still need to solve the puzzles, right, to get to them. And then I will also give you another information, but don't help me out on this, because I think it's been the biggest mystery for me to try to understand or try to find the answer so far, but I don't want some help, I just want you to know about it, about this struggle. There is this whole situation in the game about rescuing, I think his name is Hammett, from Lumpa's fortress, right? So one of the biggest mysteries so far to me is like, how the heck do I get to Lumpa's fortress? I have some theories or like ideas or like some things I wanna try, I just don't know how to execute that. But yes, I'm also still cracking my brain to try to find a way to Lumpa's fortress. And from some previous impressions, some people... Oh, by the way, this is a new place. Oh no, we are back here. Yeah, this is the statue puzzle I was saying. I tried reviewing here, right? Mind read also doesn't do anything. It does. Okay, the answer is mind read. Great. Thank goodness the game brought me back here, right? Because otherwise I would be cruising around the tower all over again, trying to find like a straight up information, how the heck to solve this. Thank you, game, to like throwing me back in here, because I needed this. Violet shines southeast of me. Okay. Man, but now I'm feeling the pressure of solving this puzzle, let's say, first try. Please don't judge me if I don't, right? Because I'm kind of feeling very dumb today. You see, I'm pressing the wrong buttons already, so I'm nervous. It was the same statue? I was thinking it was this one. No, they have the same thing. Wait, so are those two southeast, like there? No, wait a minute. I also need to remember the four directions. East is there actually, right? So those two are kind of here. Yeah, those two are here, and then violet is down here, maybe. Oh my god. I'm getting nervous because maybe I'm saying BS, right? Yoda is saying maybe social links in Golden Sun too. Honestly, I would like that. Social links is one of my favorite things about the Persona games. Red shines due west of me. Due west? Okay, so I think this one is like... No, but then southeast. So this one gotta be up here, right? Okay, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, by the way, but I think this one is there. Red was due west, so it's like up there, right? And then the yellow one that has the same message of the blue one is under the blue one, I think. Because southeast... They said southeast? Southeast, right? Wait a second. Yes, southeast. Southeast is in here. But it's southeast of them. I'm now overthinking this. Wait a minute. Southeast of me. Oh no, so this one is up. Yeah, it needs to be up, right? Yeah, it needs to be up. So actually this one, I think, it is up there. But they were saying both of them, right? Both violet... Wait, both yellow and blue had violet southeast of them. Yeah, it shines southeast of me. How can... Yellow shines northeast of me. Northeast would be like where blue is, right? But then I'm getting confused because those two have the same message. It doesn't make sense to me. Oh wait, somebody needs to be on the center as well. Maybe it is because of the center spot? Yeah, yellow is now northeast of you, in my opinion. Unless you are in the center. If you are in the center, that also works. Okay, yeah, I need to remind myself of the center. But then what else can I do? This one said that violet, right? Violet was southeast. Southeast would be here, in my opinion, if I'm correct. But like, brain doesn't want to work right now, so I can be wrong. But I hope that's it. But then what about blue and red? Like, who stays in the center and who stays in the upper spot? Because they say the same thing, right? Oh no, wait, red shines due west of me. No, that was a mistake. Due west of me, wait. Okay, so I think I need to move yellow, right? Because yellow could be in the center, and then... Yes, I'll try that. If yellow is on the center, it is still northeast of green. And then blue will be west. Wait, west, right? Not east. Wait a second. Yeah, red shines due west, so red should be on top of this, right? But why? I don't feel any confident for this. Oh my god, they actually did it! Yes, let's go! Sorry for the, you know, getting lost on coordinates and everything. I do have a good reason why, though. It's because I'm not very used to like east and west. I prefer when it's like right and left. But I was like thinking with like a little bit, and then I got the directions again. But there we go, we did it! Also, hi X5, what's up, man? What's up with the Power Rangers statues? Speaking of which, there is a new Power Rangers movie on Netflix, right? I mean, another one. I also haven't watched like the previous Power Rangers movie they released as well. Some people say they were kinda good, but maybe they were just like for the nostalgia appeal. But good to see you, man. What's up? I'm doing alright, besides like the break I took for the streaming and everything. I'm happy that I'm finally progressing on this game. Although I'm kind of feeling embarrassed that I'm still getting, you know, fooled by these game's puzzles and getting stuck everywhere and every time. But there we go, we did it! Was it first try? I want to say it was first try, right? Even though I did have to make some corrections during the attempt. Sabri is saying, do you play Pokemon Go? You probably have had some update that has changed the game. Wait, that has probably changed something that the game already had into something better. So it gets easier to play and less annoying. For example, the game's speed. They finally upgraded or sped up the animations. So like you kind of see the Pokemon or spot the Pokemon super quickly, and then you throw the Pokeball and it doesn't take that long for you to capture him. That was such a very good improvement. It made such a good difference. Those were some examples of like quality of life for the game. I see they made the game more refined and less annoying to be played, let's say, with those upgrades and the updates, right? That was some excellent timing. Yes, thank goodness I finally pressed the other button too, right? The trigger button on the controller to like use mind read as well. The mind of the statue, is this some sort of dark secret? Or there is some dark secret behind them? In this game you can kinda mind read animals as well. Statues and some sort of magical objects. And if I'm not mistaken, I can be mistaken though. I mean, I'm probably wrong about what I'm going to say, but I don't know why I was also thinking we could mind read some plants. But not really trees, right? Yeah, I don't remember mind reading trees, but like living things or spiritual things are able to be mind read, basically. There we go, Hezekiah has given us not the coordinates, but like the hints, right, for the puzzle. It is, yeah, it is like a puzzle Layton time. Which, by the way, X5, have you finished playing the crossover with Phoenix Wright, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright game? And also, we were talking a little about Persona earlier today. What about your Persona 5 playthrough? I have the feeling you can... Oh, by the way, this looks like some very important room, right? Which means I should save. Because actually, maybe we have finished this. Maybe the next room is the end of this freaking lighthouse. But are they not going to heal me? Can I run away from this? Thank you so much. Oh my god, they are going to heal me, thank goodness. And I think that's finally it, we did it. But hey, we are still missing some secrets in this place though. I was mentioning that I have seen or found another statue before that I did not use reveal. So I need to do that too. But I won't do it right now, right? Because hopefully this place is going to like not become stuck. I'm taking the risk. Wait a minute. Never mind, there is more? And what about this? Why do they have a freaking golden shower in this dungeon? You solved that without even asking Violet? Did I? No, no way. Did I not ask Violet? Any try is a first try. I mean, any try is... I wish I could, I don't know, have a solid confirmation of what you were saying, X5, but I'm not sure though. By the way, that hurt a lot. Oh. Well, thank goodness we have revive. Don't worry, we have that. We didn't in the beginning of the game, but now we can resurrect our party members. Subaru redeemed the save reminder. I just saved though. Oh, that's true, the people that became trees, right? In Colima. Yeah, maybe that's why I was kind of thinking that we could read the minds of trees, but they were actually people. Also, we could read the spirits of the trees after we enter the forest as well, right? But sure, what the heck is going... Oh, I could fall from there. Yeah, the puzzles are not over though. Maybe these are the real puzzles now, right? Everything before this was just a pre-workout. Because now we are in the real Lighthouse, I guess. I'm not sure what to say about this song. I like the song, but I'm not sure if it is fitting. I think I might need to have some fights, right? Because they won't allow me to run away from everything. Holy shit. Wait, is this a new genie? I don't remember having this one. I mean, I do know we have a genie, I think it was Quartz maybe? That can resurrect a party member, but do as well? I don't remember that one. Yes, I think we need some defense in here. These enemies are very strong. Although Tornado, they might resist Tornado, right? Let's try Lightning. Sadly, Garrett is super slow, so the defense boost came late. Oh! Wait, this is a shortcut. Okay, at least we have a shortcut here. But then, is there any reason for me to leave now? I mean, I could try getting to the other statue that I said. And also, I'm almost getting to the time that I was thinking I would stop streaming. Even though I was thinking I could get to the boss, right? Because we kinda got very far in this dungeon, although there is more dungeon, I was not expecting more dungeon. I need to decide if I'm continuing or stopping though. Is the shortcut permanent? I think it is, right? It gotta be. Oh my god, it's not. Why, game? No, it's not, right? Why it's not? It is not a shortcut then. I think it is, guys. It's not. It makes no sense. It is a trap cut. That's what it is. That's so frustrating. But that's not the first time this has happened to me before. I don't remember exactly when that happened, or on which game it happened. But why do game developers do that? Like, it makes no sense. If somebody really wants to leave this dungeon to, like, I don't know, go back to the city and go to the inn and heal, just use Isaac's Psy-Energy, right? How was it called again? I will check it right now, but he has that. That one right there. Retreat! Just use retreat! It's much better than that shortcut. Oh my god. Yes, right? Retreat! We could use retreat to leave the whole dungeon and everything. Why making a not permanent shortcut if we don't need that? Wait, to get back to the other side? Don't you think that retreat would leave me out of this dungeon? You can look at the panel on the wall, but I don't know if it's backseating or not. Actually, you guys are kinda backseating me a little. Like, this has happened and that's fine by me. I mean, I'm kinda upset and disappointed, but at the same time, there was no other way of me, like, knowing that shortcut was not, like, permanent. So I kinda had to try it. One of the reasons why I kinda backtracked, or like I left that room, was both because I still wanna go back to that statue I have seen before and get whatever it had to offer in case there was an item in there by using reveal. And second, because I'm not sure if I will continue streaming tonight to get to the end of this, especially after that. Because it is 10 PM right now and there is a TV show I would like to watch. I can kinda skip it though. But at the same time, I think it's better for me to, like, not stream for super long. Because I will start feeling tired in a couple hours. Like, tired to fall asleep, right? To go to bed. So it would be nice for me to have some time before falling asleep. But that was very disappointing. It takes you back to the entrance you came in. Really? But then I was thinking retreat would like bring me back to the beginning of or to the entrance of the dungeon, right? To the entrance of the entire place. Which in this case was the entrance from the other part. Oh, okay, not the front door. I will take a back seat and throw it, X5. Normally the meme is about throwing the table, right? Not really the seats. X5, have you been into any animes this season? I will give you two names though, of the, let's say, best animes so far we were discussing earlier. Oshinoko and Tengoku. Go check those two. Those two are looking very good. Besides Demon Slayer, right? Demon Slayer has also been great. You have not? Is it because you have been busy though? But those would be my, let's say, this season's recommendations so far. Oshinoko, very crazy first episode, especially in the end. The beginning is like normal. Wait a minute, this was the Venus Lighthouse, so this is where I can swap the panels, right? But then doing all of that will take some time. Okay, what do you guys think? Should I continue streaming more, even though it will take some time for me to like go back to the statue, see if it has anything, and then also it is going to take. Part of me wants to continue because I can't wait to finish this dungeon. But at the same time it will be so late. I should just be patient, right? Like let's save this for the next stream, and I don't know, hopefully it happens soon, maybe even tomorrow. I have been busy and you are actually really lazy to actually watch shows and animes or anything. I do feel you. For example, I need to go back to The Last of Us, it was amazing, but I'm feeling lazy to go back to it. Just like last year. Do the statue thing now. That is a good idea. Yeah, I may not be able to finish the whole dungeon, especially after this whole situation, but we can try getting to the statue that I have found and I did nothing about it, right? And at the very least, now we know how to really progress on this dungeon. Oh, this was not the place? Okay, so how do I get there again? I think I just need to follow this path, right? Oh no, this was back to this place. Oops. So it was the other is... Yeah, those stairs right there. These ones. Yeah, there we go. No? Wait a second. How do I get there again? Really, by just going here? No, it's not this. Didn't I have to solve... No, that's also not a puzzle. It is not in here, right? I don't remember jumping on those platforms tonight. Oh, okay, it's up here. Is this it actually? I forgot about this. No, it is not, see? Okay, I do accept a backseating here, because this is just like something I have done, but I forgot how to reach that place. How do I get to that big statue that I can change the floor panels again? I'm missing something for sure. If it's too late for you, then I think it would be the best. Yes, I think I should finish the dungeon next time. At least I was able to find the way, right? I would tell you that you finished playing The Forest. Oh, that one game, right? That one game that you were killing some cute animals, if I'm not mistaken. Was it a pig? I forgot which animal you made me feel mad on you, right? For you doing that. Which cute animals? After 2 years you completed the game's story. It took you 2 years? Was it that long? The shortcut room. The shortcut room? Yeah, we ended up there, but... Oh! Oh my god, you are right! Hezekiah is right, it's here! Jesus! How can I forget about that? There we go. Yeah, this is the other configuration that led me to a statue room that probably has a secret. I hope it has a secret. Now I can use retreat, right? Always reveal. When it's not, reveal, then it's mind read. And I will never learn. We'll be like in the final dungeon of this game and then I'll get stuck because of those two things. Wait and see, right? Most of the time you got sidetracked of doing anything but the main story. It looks like a game that you can, you know, be working at your base and like just, I don't know, hunting and, you know, collecting items and materials and things. Oh, it was on the other direction, right? Have you tried Raft X5? Because Raft was the same idea, kind of, right? It just happens to be in the ocean. I did see a little bit of Raft, and it did look very nice. And it also has its own story, like its own plot. By the way, that's one of the genies we'll need to be trying to get eventually. Maybe there will be some sort of psi-energy that will help me to levitate, you know, and then we can kind of float from the one house to the other house, and then we could get that genie. Oh, you did play Raft? You played it with some people before, but Forest Raft and sort of. There is also Don't Starve Together, right? There are all of those co-op survival games. I also have heard great things of Don't Starve Together. They are cool games. Yeah, they look very... what is the word? Like fun, but very crazy, maybe? Like, things can get out of control, right? Because probably everybody's getting attacked by like a random monster or like a random situation in the game. And then maybe if you don't communicate very well, people will be doing different things instead of like dealing with the problem in common. It can get very crazy, things can go out of control, and then I think that's why it's fun. Especially when something unexpected happens, and then maybe people have different ideas, or like the team has different ideas to how to react to that problem. And then I do hope everyone can survive, even though people might have different ideas to react. If sandbox games are your thing, those games are a must sometimes. I never thought on them as sandbox, but I understand why you are saying that. Maybe they are like classified like that. It's just that I had another idea of sandbox, right? I think I would just think of them as like, I don't know, uh, simulator and co-op games, or maybe survival games as well in their own way. But then I haven't played many of those games though. Like Minecraft. Minecraft is a it is a sandbox actually. Yeah, I would say Minecraft is sandbox, that's for sure. Is it this one? I think it was not, right? Seven Days to Die? I have heard that one by name, but I don't know which game is that one. Terraria, yeah, Terraria is another one. But then at the same time, I never really connected, for example, Terraria and Minecraft to be the same games, or like in the same genre of games as Raft, The Forest. Speaking of The Forest, didn't you tell me that The Forest was getting a sequel or something, X5? Maybe it was a DLC of some sorts? Oh, there we go, finally. Yeah, it is getting a sequel, right? It got one? It was released, I think, a couple of months ago. Yes, I do remember, probably when I was checking you out playing it, right? I do remember something about that. And did you get it already? Are you planning to play it? A month ago minimum? It is a game kinda between Minecraft and Zombie Apocalypse. In the 7th day, the moon gets red, and the whole night, or for the whole night, there will be some zombie hordes, or hordes? I'm not sure how to pronounce this word, that will be attacking your base. 7 days to die. It sounds a little bit like a tower defense from your description, Subaru, but I understand it's not, right? It's just when you say like hordes of enemy attacking you, it sounds to me like a tower defense game. I think for now I won't, because you want to play it with your friend who you played the first one. That's the best decision for sure. And then besides, you still need to finish a lot of games. Yes, I was wondering if you have already finished Layton vs Phoenix, not to mention Persona 5, right? But I'm pretty sure by this point you're probably keeping Persona 5 on hold, because Persona 5 will be like super long for you to beat that. As far as I remember, but I can be wrong, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, you were still in the first dungeon, right? Dude, you haven't seen anything of that game. Which is good, because when you do, it means you are going to spend lots and lots and lots of fun time playing that super long game, right? But yes, you still haven't done anything. Right? You were in the first dungeon, so... What is Persona 5 to X5? Persona X5, you should name that that playthrough like that, Persona X5, especially, holy shit man, everything is connected, because Persona X, or was it 5X? How was it again, Subaru? Was it Persona 5X? Just make it Persona X5, right? It was released for mobile in China, we were talking about it too, I wanna play that. I'm thinking you have seen those news too, right, X5? About the mobile Persona 5-like game that's called X, but it's Persona 5? Why not X5 then? You're still there, it's your doom? Oh, okay, it is Persona 5 the Phantom X, but to me it's Persona X, and now it's X5. It was something like that. You see, the real name is the one Subaru said, but to me that's Persona 5X. Or X5. Nani the F? Wait, didn't you know that, X5? You should check the trailers, the game is looking very good actually. Persona 5 Phantom X, PX. It sounds like an emulator for PlayStation 5, right? P5PX. Yeah, that's such a good emulator name though. Don't sue me, Nintendo. I know it's not like your business, but you are suing everybody. Don't sue me, Nintendo. Are there any news about when is that game coming to like America, Argentina, Brazil, please? Even Japan? Why is it only in freaking China? Wait, this was wrong, wasn't it? Oh, okay, never mind. That statue is the one that doesn't change the platforms, so this is right. You see, this is why I take forever. I start chatting, I get distracted, which I'm like just saying, but I'm not really complaining about it. But that's why the playthroughs in here are super long. But then, seriously speaking, I did notice that my memory is getting worse. Like, when I meet my friend to play Mario Kart 8 against him, and there is this one challenge between us that he's like a much better Mario Kart player than me, but I'm like, I will beat you in every single Mario Kart 8 track, and I'm going to keep track of like a list of the levels I have beaten you. At least once, right? So we have been doing that. But in the same day that we are playing the races or like the levels, he sometimes asks me, tell me right now, which levels did you beat me today? And then I can't remember the levels. I need to look back on the Nintendo Switch's album, because I take like screenshots every time I win a race against him, and then later on I send him those screenshots as like a meme, or like in a way of provoking him a little bit too. But I kinda edit the screenshot with pictures and emojis and lots of messages and stuff to make fun of it. Some of them are kinda looking very great actually on my editing. But I don't remember, like, he asked me, which levels did you beat me today? And then I'm like, you know, blue screen of death on Windows. So that has been a little bit worrisome to me. I do hope that my memory doesn't get that bad. Especially, I don't know, in some levels of, you know, Alzheimer. And speaking of which, did you know that there is some research or studies about an eye exam that can identify Alzheimer soon or easily? Yes, there were some news about that too, that they have discovered that thanks to an eye exam, you can kinda guess if the person has Alzheimer or not. And then once it is identified, the person can start some treatment, of course, to slow the development of that, because it has no cure. But yeah, that was some very interesting study that was discovered. They just need, of course, to, let's say, expand that exam to like places and hospitals and, you know, everywhere, because it is still something very new. But I do hope it happens, because it does suck to not have a good memory. Yeah, that's the statue. Is it revealing here? Oh my god, it is. You know what? I will have this fight. I know that I'm almost dead, but I will have this fight. Oh, Corona is not in here, so I can't boost my defense. Can I summon somebody? Let's go Gordon Ramsay, right? And I could also summon those two, but I think I'll go for Tornado with Ivan. And Mia can't heal, I wish she could. resistance. Is resistance for like special defense? I hope that is for special defense, so I'm using that. F you, Nintendo! It is X because characters from previous Persona games would show up. Oh, so it can be like, name the number, it can be 3, 4, and 5. I mean, Yoda, that one game already exists, but it was not X, it was Q, right? The other day... Oh yeah, I was talking to Pilot about that the other day. He didn't know there were Persona Q games. And I'm still hoping and waiting for the Persona Q games to come for Steam. So also X5 right there can get them, right? Because I also think he did not play those. Yeah, the Persona Q games are the ones that cross over with the characters. I mean, not considering the spin-offs. I mean, never mind, that's also a spin-off, but I mean like Persona Battle Arena, Ultimax and stuff, or like Dancing All Night. Those other spin-offs with more looks of spin-offs. But indeed, this Persona Phantom X will have the previous party members, right? That maybe you can summon them like in a Fire Emblem game. It's because China is big market. The big market right now is India, right? Because India has surpassed in population China. Which is kinda worrisome to me, in my opinion. Let's stop reproducing, people! We don't need more people in the world! Stop that! First we, I don't know, solve the world's problems and then we think about the babies, right? But no, people are like, I don't have time to the future, let me just have babies, ha 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 ha. No, people! That's self-destruction. If you ever get a guest with you, I don't know how you will finish a game. Unless it is a multiplayer game, right? Actually, since you are bringing that up, I do feel kind of worried if, I don't know, someday something happens that I will need to... I mean, there were some plans already, we need to see if those are happening eventually, I'm not sure though. But there were some plans already about multiplayer games in here, right? Especially Castle Crashers and Battle Block Theater, I believe those are the names. Yeah, those plans already existed. But then let's suppose people want to also have a chat on Discord during the gameplay. I think I will not be able to take care of everything. Like, focusing on the game, focusing on the chat, and then paying attention to what the person is saying on Discord. I think I will, like, get completely lost. Honestly, I don't know how you can do that, X5, but actually you kind of focus a lot on the game, though. Yeah, only when there is, like, a break on the game, you kind of check the chat, especially if there is, like, a lot of things going on. But you do focus a lot of the game. That's definitely... a way to do it with everything that's going on, but in my case I think it would be like this, right? Where do I pay attention to, you know? I'll be like a... I don't know, I'll be completely lost. I think I would rather mute Discord, if that ever happens. I thought that dogs could smell the disease too. Could they? I mean, there is a possibility, maybe. Dogs are amazing as well. But that sounds familiar, but I don't remember if it was for Alzheimer. Or is it for different illness? I'm not sure, but it does sound a little bit familiar to me too. I didn't, yeah. The Persona Q games, I think they will need to fix the release of P3 on PC. Wait, is it bad? What's wrong about P3 on PC? Because man, it was, yeah, really? And then freaking India and China overpopulating, right? I mean, China has started doing something, I think, regarding controlling the population. But those news are not good in my opinion, that we are still growing in numbers, right? What am I dropping now? Wait, what is this? Cocktail dress. We have 5 game tickets. I think I will drop, where is it? I think I will drop this right here, the bramble seed. Do I have details? I mean, it might be a good item, but I think I'll drop that. And then what am I getting? Asura's armor? Okay. It boosts attack, it replenishes HP. Oh my god, this is actually very good. And I'm guessing only, only Garrett and Isaac can wear that. So, sure, give it to Garrett. Alright, that was the one secret I found, but I now got to the solution of it. So let me leave this place. I hope I'm not missing anything else. And then next stream we try to really complete the dungeon, right? And then we need to swap the floor panels again and come back here and do the whole traveling stuff. Wait, they brought me back to this room? Oh no. Oh, okay, but there we go. You can practice that, of course, and then finding a balance is the thing. So basically, the sound effects are shitty. Oh my god. Like really, really low quality. Okay, that makes me very sad. Do you know anything if the Switch port is alright? I hope it is alright at least on the Switch, right? I almost bought it, but I decided to end up buying some multiplayer games on my Switch instead of Persona or the Lego Harry Potter collection as well. I was very tempted, but I still did not buy them. That even a mod of the PSP version runs, looks, and sounds better than the PC port. And also it's been, let's say, it's been a while since they released the PC port, right? I mean, I think the Switch port is more recent than the PC port, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, is it on this direction? I'm not sure. I think it is. So they should have fixed that already. And personally I would have preferred the PS2 FES version. That's the one that I played in the past. Yeah, there we go. Because of its presentation and stuff, and it's more pretty to see, I'm gonna call it in there then. I think I will, yeah. Going back to the other dungeon and doing the... I mean, there is even the chance of like losing to the boss in the second Lighthouse, because those boss fights are hard. Even some of these enemies, they straight up kill me, right? So, you know, there is even a chance of like, I finally get to the top of the Lighthouse and then there are the cutscenes and everything and then I die. And that has happened once, in one of the lighthouses I think, maybe the Mercury one. And then I had to go all the way back and even return to the store or to the shop and then buy equipment and then return there. That happened. So it's good to do that with more time, right? So tomorrow is Tuesday. I mean, I could try stream, but tomorrow is the one day that I will totally be watching the TV show because it is actually the last day of the TV show. Right now I'm kind of losing the beginning of the TV show, but it's fine. I don't think I'm missing out too much, but tomorrow is the end of it. So tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow I'll need to end in case I stream at the time, like 10 p.m. or 10:15 p.m., right? Right now it is 10:37 p.m. in here. Let me save. But I will try. I will try to be back tomorrow. Although I might be out, right? Yes, I will have my Pilates class, then I might be still like walking around the city playing Pokemon Go. But I will try to come back home kinda, let's say, not too late and see if I can still stream. And I think I will play more of this because I do want to finish this second Lighthouse stuff, right? It's been taking forever. But then maybe after we finish that, or even on Wednesday, depending on how things go, I might be playing Roller Coaster Tycoon as well. I need to go back to Roller Coaster Tycoon and also Sable. But for at least the next stream, my priority is still Golden Sun. That sounds good. Okay, I just heard the Switch version of it. Wait, you just heard of the Switch version? You didn't know it was out already? Although it's 3 months old. Was the Switch version 3 months old already? And it sounds exactly like the PC port. Oh my god. Okay, so thank goodness I did not buy any of those. Yes, that makes me very sad because P3 is my favorite Persona game. It is not the one I would recommend people to start with. I think it is hard. Maybe the best one to start with is 4, in my opinion. 4 has a good balance of difficulty and it's not too long or like... I mean, it is long, but I think Persona 5 is longer. Or it has more things, you know? Although Persona 5 is also good to start, it has a good tutorial, but I think 4 does a very good job as well. It is like Fallout and JoJo. Oh man, don't mention JoJo. I need to go back to JoJo still. We start with the third one. Wait, actually, JoJo the third season was one of my favorites. I can't pick between the third season or the fourth season. But yeah, those two are my favorites. I did start JoJo with season 1 though, yeah. Also, Ghost Trick Phantom Detective is coming up. Actually, that whole Nintendo Direct X5 was full of interesting detective, investigation, and graphic novel games, right? There was... Professor Layton is back, man! What the heck? Professor Layton will be on the Switch, dude! Yes! Nice that I remember that, right? Professor Layton is back. But I was going to say Cold Rain. Yeah, Cold Rain was very surprising and looks very good. There was another one too, Deca Police. Did you see also Deca Police? It was a level 5 game as well, just like Professor Layton. So yeah, there are so many investigation. We need to play more of that in here too, right? There is this one Nintendo DS game that's called Last Window, isn't it? There are 2 games. Oh my god, my controller fell, but I grabbed it by the wire. Thank goodness. But wait a minute, Last Window? Yeah, Last Window is one of them. And the other one was... how was it called? Yeah, Hotel Dusk. Have you ever heard of those, X5? Hotel Dusk, Room 215, and Last Window, The Secret of Cape West. Those are 2 DS titles, right? Nintendo DS titles. I have played one of those, and I don't think it was Last Window. No, wait, yeah, it was this one because it was a sequel. Even though I didn't know it was a sequel, I only knew that later on. I could still play it without, I don't know, getting lost in the plot, but it did it did tell me it was kind of like a sequel to another game, so I need to play Hotel Dusk eventually. Those games are very cool, and I remember getting like very surprised by the outcome of Last Window when I was playing it, but thankfully I forgot it. So basically, I don't remember who was the criminal, what was the solution. I just remember my reaction, and I do want to bring that up in here eventually, because I don't think many people know those games, right? And they were great, or at least Last Window was great. Oh yeah, Ghost Trick is not only coming for the Switch, but also to Steam. I never finished Ghost Trick. I got stuck in one of the cases in there, but I did try it a little bit before in the past, and I loved it. But I need to go back to it and then try to get through the level I was stuck, right? And then meanwhile, Ace Attorney be like, haha, no. Where is the next Ace Attorney game, right? Also, you are waiting for them to port the 3DS games, isn't it? Spirit of Justice and Dual Destinies. Gotta tell ya that Spirit of Justice surprised me. Yeah, at first I had like zero expectations towards that game, and I liked it a lot. It became one of my favorites. But sadly, I cannot say why. There is a very specific reason why I was surprised by that game. Oh, you have heard of Hotel Dusk? Yeah, I played the sequel, which was Last Window. It is a very good game, especially on the graphical part of it, because it looks like a game that was hand-drawn, right? It looks very good artistically speaking. And then there were some, let's say, suspense moments in that game that made me like fear. But I do hope I can bring them up eventually. Wait, Yoda did play Hotel Dusk? It didn't leave much of an impression on him? Really, man? I was surprised by the sequel though. Yeah, Spirit of Justice is good, Yoda has played it. I really like that game. All I will say, so Yoda can get it but not X5, is that Spirit of Justice developed a character that I was not expecting to get a development. Or at least not like that. And then that development was very satisfying to me. Very satisfying to me. And that's why I like the game. Since the 3DS eShop is like not here anymore, I have hopes. That is true! They gotta do something about those games, right, Capcom? And they will, hopefully. But guys, that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for everybody that stopped by. Sorry for the long break, but I kinda needed to have it. But I hope that I can stay motivated to keep on streaming at least more regularly. I'll see how it goes tomorrow. I will, of course, let you guys know on Discord in case I go live. But I do think I will be back because I also want to finish this and I need to push myself towards the streaming again. And not let laziness win or like anything bad win. Regarding like losing my energy to do this, or even like getting too distracted with other things. Although of course if things get serious in my real life, then streaming is not my priority, so I will deal with my real life stuff. But it's good to be back, it's good to finally see this game progressing even though at, let's say, baby steps. And that's it. So hopefully I'll be back soon, if not tomorrow then soon. Thank you so much, have a great night, get some rest, get some dinner, take care, and I see you then. Good night.